Alrighty. All right. Just paste in the link in various places, and then we can get started.
Excellent.
How dare.
Wunderbar.
My Eberron streaming.
Heard myself make that noise. It sounded like that. I didn't think it'd be like this. Do.
What have we done?
You know what you did?
No, what have I done?
No.
Allowed.
No, I know. I won't. The
Hang on,
madness
hang on.
overtakes me.
You know what? One more time, but this time just yell Toronto for the stream.
Do it for
Toronto.
Esperanto.
I wasn't yelling, but I'll take it.
It's
Yeah,
Eric,
no,
the auto-tune robot. He's our new Warforged bard.
Hey, wait a
I
minute.
don't know what I can do if I'm gonna be a bard.
He's got a guitar in his chest.
Enough. I have no voice.
So it
Yeah.
looks like he's feeling
I,
himself up every time he sings a song.
Yeah. Why do you think it's a performance? Shit, that's what draws the crowds.
I strut
That-
my abs.
That Warforged really likes himself, doesn't he?
He whips,
Yeah.
well, himself back and forth.
Oh, that's safe.
Games Tales. It's weird trying to remember the list of I'm in 20 different Discords to add all these, and it's weird going okay, so I have to go to this one to add it here, and then this one for this one. 'Cause some people are real specific about where you're allowed to do a thing.
Yeah.
That's a weird initiative.
You got some initiative going there?
Why'd you divide it by 100?
Didn't. I clicked the initiative button on my sheet.
God,
It definitely divided it by 100.
you did though.
Mike's over here dividing by pi.
But I didn't tell it to do that.
But I would never do that. I love pi.
I want to see if that actually is a fuck. Yeah, that's actually a fuck up on the sheet. That's awesome. Why? Why would you do that? And why are you adding?
Stop blaming me. I didn't program this.
Mike, quit it. Stop.
I can barely remember my logins.
On the plus side, I think if you click it, it tells you what you actually roll. I just don't know why it's getting other things from that. Yeah, so you rolled a 14, and it's for some reason it's outputting a bunch of other shit. I got a 1. Ringer got a 9. That's cool.
What page is that on? I'll check mine too.
It's on the
Summary, quick info.
Yeah.
There it is. And then
What the shit? Oh,
Usually my initiative is
he just
super
rolled
easy.
it.
yeah, he just rolled it. He didn't. So you got a 2. Is it dividing just the bonuses by 100? Oh,
It's dividing just the last
oh.
number by 100. It looks like
It is. It is. It's just the last one. Yeah, and it's a. That's fucking weird.
Wait.
Okay, so we can ignore the decimal, basically.
yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So 11 for 16.
It's possible. It's possible that is for tie breaking.
That does actually make
You
a
can
measure of
instantly
sense.
see what the modifier is.
Yeah. Okay. This isn't as ridiculous as I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So
that
if you
actually is
roll it,
very
if you got somebody
practical.
who's at a 2 and a 2.1, you automatically know who.
So yeah, so the initiative button itself is better for that, but in my case, I don't have a modifier at all, so I can just roll the d20.
How did that happen?
John's just deleting stuff.
Oh, okay.
I was testing things.
You can actually just
So,
clear that whole chat. I don't think there's anything meaningful in it.
Justin, question for you.
Yes.
Over here in my thing, which I think you could see if you check out the stream, I have a cave scorpion for no reason at all. Don't look into that too much.
Yeah.
Hold on. I've got to join your stream.
Totally normal.
So I made an actor, and there's a cave scorpion, and then this is the cave scorpion that is in the bestiary. The one that I made, because I made it and I haven't added anything, doesn't have anything on it. The other one has all of the stats.
Mhm.
How do I put those stats into this, or do I need to?
So okay. So you've got 2 different entries.
Or should I just change the token in this one?
You can drag the token from that cave scorpion out.
So I could just go with it.
I mean, you could just change the token right now. So if you close the sheets, grab your cave scorpion, drag it onto the map. Yeah, there you go. That's a token now. Now, from this has its own individual sheet. including its own hit points, because it's just an instance of Cave Scorpion.
Yeah.
You don't have to create more than one. So you can change just the sheet by double clicking on that guy, or your instance of, or like your source of Cave Scorpion over on the right.
Is there a way to make this token not a square?
I mean, you can change the token. You can just go to the image and select a new token.
Ugh.
If you want Cave Scorpion images, I can Google one real quick. Get it to
No,
you.
I mean I could find one.
Okay.
I was hoping there was a button to put to make it chop off 2 of the corners so that it would just be a hexagon.
Unfortunately, no.
All right.
But
If that's the
site
way
that
they're
we
gonna
used
play it.
definitely has it. The really cool thing about this also is that if you actually select that token, you can set up its hit points and decide like whether or not those are going to be visible to us, or if via like with numbers, or if they're just going to be visible with like a bar if we wanted to like quickly gauge whether or not that particular cave scorpion is injured, that kind of shit. It's
Yeah.
really cool and really in depth, and it's nice to be able to say, all right, so like they're all bandits, but this bandit has a +1 longsword.
This bandit's mother likes him more, and he is better for it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why you can edit the sheet of that particular cave scorpion, or the general entry for cave scorpion.
This
Gotcha.
bandit's particularly happy because he's 2 days away from retirement. I hope nothing happens to him.
Man, that dude's screwed.
I target him in his happiness.
Oh God, see, Eric,
I mean, called shot, but it's an easy called shot.
stop hitting people in the happiness.
Yeah, I get advantage because he's 2 days from retirement.
Yeah, it's just overflowing, so you just roll twice.
He's not
take
wearing
the
a red
damage.
shirt though.
I hit him in
Will
his
be.
overflowing happiness. You guys are evil. Okay, so let's see. If I go to Eberron characters and then I do another folder that gives me monsters, I can take this and sorry, this is kind of not even happening on the screen, but
That's fine.
I thought there was going to be like, oh, there's some clear thing that I'm missing here, and that is not the case.
Like it requires prep. That's it's the lie.
Yeah, and it was I didn't. The thing was is that I didn't want to do a shitload of prep work and then be like, I didn't need to do any of this. So now I can go to pictures, RPG map, nope, pictures, RPG characters, Eberron, monsters, cave scorpion, select file, do fucking anything.
Go to choose file instead. Go to image. Yep.
Wait,
Go to
wait,
the
wait,
image
wait.
select.
You have uploaded files.
Choose file on the bottom.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's giving me an error message.
Oh, okay.
You have uploaded files into a modular system directory. This is generally unsafe.
Because the updates to the system or module will delete your files.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with it though. I don't think
Mhm.
I'll need Cave Scorpion forever.
That should be fine. So close out of this and then move this rather than closing it out.
Okay.
Seeing on a delay. So select file, close it out. Okay, drag it out now. See if it's a cave scorpion or a.
No, it's
Or
there's nothing updated. Nothing changed. Like it keeps telling me, "Hey, don't do this. It's bad."
That's fucking weird. Because you should like.
That's it,
you're
boys. Back to
doing-
roll 20.
God damn it! You're doing exactly the thing that you're supposed to do here. Save to system, races, icon type. Yeah, like that's all correct. What if you unpause the game while you're doing it?
This. No, it keeps
Is it-
saying no.
Okay. Is that entry locked in the bestiary? Because when I'm looking at the compendium entry, it says that it's locked up on the left.
Yeah. So it's wait, when you're looking at the compendium entry.
Yeah. So you've got the search in the compendium that you did for cave, and if you look at bestiary part 4, which is above that, it says that it's locked. It may be that that's actually locking your ability to. You do have the option. I think you've got the option to unlock that. There's a lock button on the right of the bestiary, on the selection menu to the right of the screen. It's
It's not letting me lock or unlock anything. It's just telling me that it is locked.
It's fucking weird. Okay.
Yeah. I can't. That's not a clickable thing.
I don't know what the fuck is preventing you here. I really
Yeah.
don't.
It's just gonna be weird then because like,
I mean, toggle edit lock. Isn't that what that is?
dude,
I was just seeing that in the menus
I
on
was-
your stream.
I was just there. Wait, edit, motherfucker. Yes. Tape. This, save. Maybe I have to make a new one. So let me
You gotta hit update token, I think.
delete. Cave scorpions go in the quarry.
Update token does actually make a measure of sense there as well. So let's try it. Let's do a cave scorpion.
So update token is just save.
Yeah.
Like that's the save thing. So
Cancel for that.
this.
I mean, once you change the image,
Select
update token,
file,
that'll.
save. That took a long time. But hey, it's a cave scorpion now.
There you go. Yep.
Computers.
It did. I'm sorry. I haven't run into that particular issue before, so it's just troubleshooting on the fly.
No, it's fine. I was just I was wondering if it was possible to do it in a very different way,
Gotcha.
and then it was not. So cool.
All right, I punched the cave scorpion directly in its rare figurines.
I don't know what cave scorpion you're talking about. Those aren't in the game. It sounds like you're cheating. See?
Well, I mean, I was aiming for a rare figurine.
Oh yeah. Then that works.
There you go.
He's gonna get real punch real fast.
His sadness coefficient just grew.
It grew 3 times that day.
That's a stupid game. I don't want to play games with coefficients. This is not.
It's not Traveler.
Yeah,
Because I know Traveler definitely has coefficients.
I'm not fucking surprised.
Okay, so that was a good 20 minutes of stupid token nonsense. So sorry about that. All right, folks. So when we last left off, the group of you had been asked by Alder, who is the sort of alpha of the local shifter pack, and kind of the person in charge of Clawtown. She would never admit that, but decisions don't really get made there without her going, "Hey, let's do this thing." She asked the group of you to go to the local quarry and see what's going on there. And the reason that this needed to happen is because something weird is going on. They have had a couple of people get very hurt recently. A couple even died, and they don't really know what's causing it. For some people, it seems to be some sort of like rocky spikes. For some people, they tend to like be found kind of like clawed apart, but they're not seeing whatever's doing this. And so she knows that Prince Orgev knows, because he gets reports of all the sort of goings on at the quarry and the goings on in town. She believes that he is currently talking to Turk Denise and talking to Gulamog Tharashk to see like they can get some mercenaries to handle it. But she knows that that is a long talk. That is a political thing. And she would rather not wait for this to happen because, well, her people's sort of livelihood is on the line here. There's a bunch of people who don't have any other useful skills, and the thing that they can kind of do is mine. And so she wants them to be able to, work for their food the way everybody else can. One of the other reasons she's asked you to do this today is because today is the Day of Remembrance. The Day of Remembrance is the day that takes place a month after the Day of Mourning. So this is supposed to be sort of a festival day. This is kind of a holiday. And so she wants you to go down to the mine, look around, sort of see what you can do, and, clear it out, figure out the problem, come on back, and if you can make it in time for the festival, it makes the festival all the better for it because everybody's celebrating. There's not that sort of, undercurrent of shit's going real bad right south of town. And, yeah, so she has grouped the 6 of you to ask you to do this. She spoke to the Soranath brothers, mostly because you actually know your way around mines and you know your way underground, whereas most of her people don't. Everybody that was working in that mine is sort of like, this is what they have, but they're not skilled at it. Um, uh, Zarakt, she asked you and Sharut to accompany them because she trusts them, or she trusts Zarakt and Sharut. And Lumio and Ringer, she asked the two of you to go along because you're both good muscle, and there's definitely not an undercurrent of, and you have no connection to me, and it won't suck for me if you go missing. That definitely
Definitely
wasn't
not.
taken into account. Why would you even consider that?
Direct already understands this.
Yeah.
So does Lumio, but he doesn't say it.
Ringer, of course, does not.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Ringer is about as sharp as a very, very well-rounded rock. But yeah.
So he's good at hitting things.
So she tells you guys it's walking at average speed. The quarry is about 3 hours away. So if you want to be able to get down there, handle this, and get back by the festival, that's kind of when you need to go. Yeah. Do you have any questions about anything before you leave?
No, I think we're quite ready as long as the wagon's all loaded up.
And she says, the wagon?
Oh, aye. My brother and I are bringing a wagon for supplies. It could be that some of the missing are still alive and injured. We'd need to bring them back. Isn't that right, brother?
Yes, it's much easier to carry things on a cart instead of on your back.
If that's what you want to do, that's fine. I don't necessarily care how you do it. It's just that it's done.
Right.
Daylight's burning. We should probably just head out.
No time
Then
like the
we'll-
present. Off we go.
Yep. Meet you at the cart.
Yep.
Sirakt is going to share a look with Sharut. They've got a cart.
Yes.
Well, it's a wagon. Cart would be much smaller and only have the 2 wheels. We've got the full 4, and it needs 4 donkeys to pull it.
Well enough when we're on roads, I suppose.
This
And
puppy can go off-road if need be. But we'd rather it not.
You're chill
Pardon me if
advised.
I'm dubious about that.
and Alder says, I don't.
Nobody said anything about puppies. We're not bringing any dogs.
Sirakt looks uncomfortable at this.
Alder says, there should be road enough. There should be road enough to the south, to the quarry, that a wagon cart would be able to make it with little problem. But how well it works on these roads, I don't know. If it comes down to, hey, we'll have to chop this tree in half in order to get around it, or we could just climb over it and continue on to the quarry, I would hope that you would understand that I'm not hiring you for your wagon.
Well, that's why I'm not charging you for using it. It's
Well,
just a convenience.
Well enough then. We tend to get by on mostly our feet and carry mostly what our backpacks can handle, but if you need more than that, then it's good that you have it.
Well, with all due respect to the little one and my brother and I, it seems like we're a bit slower than you tall folk. As such, the wagon is a perfectly adequate way for us to all maintain the same pace.
This is a lot of nattering and not a lot of moving.
Well, then, let's get on with it.
Indeed.
If I don't see you when you get back to town, you can seek me out in Claw Town, or you can find someone who will know where I am. I usually have a couple of people who are kept abreast of my location.
Oh, very good.
Right.
Good.
All right. So, she will sort of wave off and leave, pausing for a moment to sort of like pick up one of the hatchets that you guys were readying for the sale of the day and give it like a few swings, and then shrug and put it down. And then she leaves, and the male and the female shifter behind her sort of follow her out. And you are all left with just the task in front of you. What would you like to do?
Get the cart ready to go.
All right.
Yep. Finish loading up the wagon and get going.
Sirakt is ready to roll already.
Okay, so what are you taking in the wagon since you're getting the wagon ready to go?
I believe
we've
we're
just got
putting
two
nothing
things.
in it.
Well, no, brother, I wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah, basically, because this isn't going to be like, as far as they know, it's fairly close, right? It's not a huge trek to get there. It's more something people can go to and from on a daily basis to work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so it's usually not a daily basis. Um, so I will. Um, so if you look down at where New Seer is, right, and you'll
Don't have a
basically
token with vision, so I
uh,
can't see anything.
uh 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 uh. What about now?
Yep.
Um.
Tis beautiful.
So if you look down here where New Seer is, the quarry is basically right at the foot of the Seawall Mountains. So it's not even like into the mountains really. It's right where the mountains start to sort of are where the mountains are turning into hills, and then the hills kind of turn into the general sort of plains of Brayland. So it's at at you know 10 miles or so. It's if you're walking and just walking, you can usually make it there in about 3 hours. Um, uh, Maybe a little bit more if you're not really pushing yourselves. So yeah. Um, so uh, but yeah, this is a path that people take. They tend to go in, they mine, they fill up wagons. They usually fill up wagons not with huge chunks, but like literal like these are the bricks that we need. They actually work the stone there, and then they deliver the bricks back in town, rather than having a bunch of like shavings and stuff like that in town that no one can use.
Hmm.
So yeah, uh, uh, that's pretty much what you know about it in the little while that you've been here. There's a quarry about 10 miles south.
Cool. So we'll probably pack some food and just some small necessities.
Okay.
It's enough for
Yep.
like Levinsy's second lunch.
Second lunch, 11sies, dinner, supper. Cool.
I'll make sure to bring a lantern because, or can everyone here see in the dark?
Nope, I
Uh,
cannot.
you and your
Hmm.
brother are the people here who can see in the dark.
Best bring the lantern.
It's almost while you were hired for this. Cool. So yeah, you are heading in then, and you guys are readying the wagon. Is anyone else grabbing anything?
Zarek has all of her stuff ready to go pretty much all the time.
I own
Ranger is pretty much
nothing
built.
of value. This is all I have.
Literally everything she carries is what she carries.
Yeah,
Is her home on her back.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's
Ringer's entire thing is acquiring weapons on site.
okay. Lumio, anything in particular you're grabbing?
The lantern seems like a great idea. Other than that, I can't think of anything.
Okay. Then yeah, you can are you grabbing that like from a particular like do you own one or are you just like I'm gonna go grab one real quick?
I would the smithy is here. I'm sure that they have something that would be appropriate. I'd purchase one from them.
Yes, we have a lantern that we are taking with us. If you'd like to purchase a lantern, you're more than welcome to talk to our sister, dear Uswin.
And for a small nominal fee, we can install one on top of your head.
Quite true.
Lumio looks down at you, considers it for a moment, and then begins speaking with Erskine about the purchase.
Yeah. Uswin will sort of glare at the two of them and say, I'm very sorry for my brothers. They think that being funny to customers makes a good deal of sense, but they don't understand the fact that they are not funny. It's Moorish humor doesn't translate well.
Oh, was that humor? I have felt that the offer was very kind. However, I don't see that the usefulness of it will be maintained for long term, and thus consider it not necessarily beneficial to me in the long run, and a temporary lantern will do just fine.
Well, we don't really take to renting them. So
Yes, that is why I have cash.
fantastic. Yeah, you can grab a lantern for whatever a lantern costs.
Yeah. I've got the 3 silver and 3 gold from winning the fight a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I haven't run any recent experiments as I've been too busy preparing for the this.
Yeah, lanterns. The cheapest one is a hooded lantern at 7 gold.
What?
It's true. That's 100% accurate.
So hanging out with Ringer is detrimental to long-term plans. Got it.
But we do have candle helmets that are only 2 gold, and candles.
Look,
Well, you can get those next door for a copper apiece.
this is unnecessary. I have a lantern. Just stick with me.
Very well.
I'm sure they have torches there. Like, who's going to go to a dark cave without a light source?
I mean, my brother and I are bringing a bullseye lantern.
See?
We do have one.
Yeah, torches are cheap.
It's in the cart. Speaking of which, we should get moving because daylights are burning.
But I agree.
Before anybody makes any transactions, they might regret. Let's
I'm
go.
just going to keep pestering Lumio until he gets in the cart.
What did you say? Before anybody makes any transactions, they might regret, and then you just sort of blah blah blah.
That's what I said. That was the important part.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Uswin's happy to sell you stuff if you can afford it. When it seems that
Yeah.
you can't, she goes, I'm a mite sorry to say this, but it does seem like you're too, well, poor to shop here.
That's the that's what I have on me. One should not carry a large purse for fear of robbery.
Yes, but you
There
can
are
fit
many
quite
reasons.
a bit into a small purse, and you don't seem to have done that either.
That's also the excuse I use when I'm poor.
So,
Well, the wagon's ready to go.
yeah, you can grab a couple of torches. Like you can grab a couple of torches if you need from the general store in town for a copper apiece. But they're
That's reasonable.
they're torches. They last like 20 minutes or so.
And this lantern that we conveniently have on our wagon.
And
You're taking the
apparently someone
wagon?
else has a lantern.
I mean, they're
Of
not
course we're
taking the
well, not
wagon
into-
into the damn mine. No.
Yeah,
No,
that
but
seems
we
like
have
a,
it's not
I
like
feel like we're
installed
spending-
onto the wagon.
I feel we're spending an awful lot of time talking and not a lot of time traveling.
Yeah.
Which direction was it?
I just point towards the mountains.
Just start walking that way.
Yeah, Zerax is just going to leave. This is
Yeah.
enough walking in circles with words.
I mean, this is prepping so that you don't get ambushed in darkness. Zeract can have that opinion. Zeract's opinion is stupid and wrong.
Zerax has a torch. She's not going to get ambushed in darkness because she's already prepared.
Sure.
all right.
I'm sure that there are torches there when the miners fled.
Probably
I also
landed.
I cannot stress enough that we already have at least 2 lanterns, apparently.
Can't hear you. Walking this way.
Oh, fuck. All right, brother, time to go.
All right. So the group of you start start heading south. The road south of town doesn't actually start south of town. Because south of town is Orgev's Manor. Like it's kind of here, and then there's like some stables and the House Vidalis thing back here, and then that's about it for town. So you actually have to go slightly to the east, and then kind of like cut right at a road on the other side of 310s to go properly south. And yeah, you guys are you're walking, you're doing your thing, you're making not great but also not bad time because ultimately these are donkeys and you are sort of working on their schedule.
We are going a speed of 30, and we will continue to go a speed of 30.
Unless something irritates the donkey, and then it will probably go in a speed of 60 towards that thing.
Or just stop.
So, yeah. The land that you're passing through is mostly, it's sort of plains meets rolling hills. To kind of explain what I mean here, I'll take you over to this. So there's a scale at the top of this map, and you can see that this area, this one blue line here at the top of the map, this scale right here is 100 miles. So when you zoom in down to New Seer, you can kind of see the faded forest off to the west. That forest is 100 miles in length.
Huh.
You are not passing forests that are nearly that big. Like 100 miles of forest is a lot of forest, but you are passing small copses of trees. These are things that like, oh, there's like 200 trees over there in a small area. Where like the rolling hills have like a little creek running through it, and it's actually like spawned some woodlands. And then you move, 500 or 600 feet past that, and you're back in basically like scrub plains again. Yeah, it's pretty. It's not. Don't get me wrong. It's not like a savanna. It's not that you're in a desert. It's just it's Kansas or like northern Kansas, where it's not just like it's flat and there's grass. So yeah. As you are all going, you get to a point. I will activate. I believe this moved everybody over. Did it not move everybody over?
I can't see again.
Yeah, no token vision.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting because I'm going to turn on token vision and I'm going to see if the work that I did in putting up walls actually worked. Because I think the answer is it absolutely did not.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, so token vision is off as of now. Do you see the whole map?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck. Can you put your token down over here? Sort of top rightish.
I don't think we can.
You can't drag and drop your tokens?
Nope.
Well, then I will drag and drop
Me neither.
everybody's token.
Oh, we're super tiny.
That's a real insensitive thing to say about Sharut.
And
I said we're.
Oh, I thought you were calling him weird. Sorry, my hearing sucks today.
Yeah, it does. Today.
Brother, what's happened to you?
I
You've become
am
goddamn
a-
chewing.
God.
actually, that's a good question. Which of you, Gruddick or Dandrin, is driving?
That is a good question.
Which one's older, and by how long?
I am by maybe 2 minutes, if that.
Obviously, eldest would control the wheel.
All right.
Eldest, take the wheel.
So, I mean, Mike made a joke, but I actually need an answer.
Oh, I do believe it is my brother.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be me.
Cool. You are that big because you are the wagon at the moment. If you get off the wagon, I'll put like a
Hell
rock
yeah.
there or something. Or we'll just remember where the wagon is.
Get upon my back.
You'll have to touch me.
Not happening.
So, I do have a question. Are the walls that I put up like working for you guys? Do you see them?
No.
I don't know what walls you're talking about, so I have no idea.
Okay, here, let me try something real quick and see if this works at all. Do you see that?
Nah, I don't think you changed anything.
Yeah.
Nah, fam.
See what?
What the fuck?
Oh,
like,
wicked.
I put
Whatever that is.
I put walls down, and apparently they're just not working.
Did you set up global illumination for it, or
I don't know what this means, Justin.
I see the walls you're talking about. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It means 90 minutes of wasted work, which is annoying as fuck, but it's fine. Gruddick, you are driving the wagon.
Yeah.
Dandrin, I assume you're sitting in the front with him.
That is correct.
All right. And Zarak, you're of course on your feet because you hate everyone, and I'm assuming that extends to dwarves and to donkeys.
I'm actually fine with the donkeys. I've got no problem with them.
I'm fine with the donkeys.
Zeract will just walk alongside the donkeys.
Okay. So if we take it as he's here inside of him. You are
I am
along,
finally complete.
the dwarves have gestalted. Ringer, are you in the wagon or next to the wagon?
I'd probably try to get in until the dwarves tell me to get off, which would most likely be immediately.
I don't think I would tell you to get off.
No, if he wants to ride in the wagon, it's quite fine.
Yeah.
You're in the wagon.
Oh,
As long as he doesn't touch anything.
Lumio, are you in the wagon or walking alongside it?
I'm fairly happy to walk alongside it.
All right. Cool. So the what was that?
Sorry, it was my phone.
Oh, so the group of you are basically in this area of the sort of the roiling, rolling hills, and you come to a place where the trees are a little bit thicker here. So the hills are still, up and down, up and down, up and down. But you haven't seen a copse for a little while. And could I get the group of you to actually, so there's a couple things that I need. Gruddick, you're driving. Dandarin, I assume you're driving too? Or not driving. You can't really co-pilot this thing. That's fine.
I'm more or less just sitting next to him.
Yeah. Lumio and Ringer. So basically, the way this is going to work, from Gruddick, I need you to give me your profession drive roll. From Lumio, Ringer, Zerect, I need a perception roll. Zerect, you will be at a -1 due to the lack of height that they're getting from the wagon.
Yeah, I rolled an 8 because I have a -4.
This will just take a -1 off of the check. Oh, there's a situal modifier. 11.
All right.
Wait. Oh, I know why. I don't have my armor on.
This one did not divide by 100.
So yeah, I have 12. 12.
7.
It is really weird that it divides by 100 for those of
Eric and I were talking about it, and it's to get fractions.
there's a reason.
When you, yeah, so that if you get a 16 and I get a 16, if my modifier is higher, it just shows up there. So it'll show my modifier is a 16.3, and you'll have a 16 if you have no modifier at all. And so it's real obvious at that point which one of us actually goes first. It's a tiebreaker. That's all it does.
Yeah, it's an
Gotcha.
attic land stuff.
Gotcha. All right. So, Ringer, as you don't see an obvious threat or anything like that. You're just seeing movement kind of in the trees over in this area, that would indicate that there's something over there.
Sorry, which area? I was zoomed in a little bit.
Sorry, I'm clicking in the thing. It's
Okay.
over in this area. Yeah, you're seeing some movement over there that indicates that there's something kind of in the bushes and the trees in that direction. It does seem to you that you are apparently the only person that sees it. Especially since, like the dwarves are still kind of doing their thing. Zeract hasn't done that thing that, shifters do where they sort of like and
Okay.
Sharut seems to be busily examining some lichen that's growing on the rocks right next to him.
That makes sense. I'll basically like turn to Lumia like, hey, there's some movement in the trees up ahead. I'm gonna let the angry one know, and then I'll let the dwarves know, and hopefully we don't get ambushed and killed.
Excellent. Thank you for alerting me. Lumio looks in that direction and tries to make out what's going on.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
Well, actually, you already gave me the perception check.
Yeah.
You're looking over there, and it's just you're not able to make out whatever it was that Ringer
Noticed.
noticed. Like you're looking at it, and it's just you see trees, and it's just trees.
Hey, Zeract, you smell anything down there to the south? Is that downwind or upwind or whatever that is?
Did you ask me if I smelled anything?
Yeah, I saw movement in the trees. I was wondering if you could identify.
Are you serious?
What?
I'm unsure if that's intentionally offensive or if you're just an idiot.
Let's go with column B.
Excellent. Then no, you say that you're seeing something.
Yes, I saw movement in the trees. So, stay alert.
Zerac is going to swing up in the back of the wagon and ready her crossbow.
Okay,
Cool.
Um,
Hey, my good dwarven friends, do you have anything in here I might be able to use as a weapon? Just briefly, not damaging.
I've got this sandwich.
Well,
And,
that's a funny story. I have killed a man with a sandwich before.
Well, I'd love to see you do it again.
Hands over the sandwich.
Brother, that was my sandwich.
That was my sandwich.
We'll
No,
make
sandwich.
another.
Oh, sorry. Someone just offered me a sandwich.
Brother, that was my sandwich. It's fine.
I've already made my decisions.
Why are you ready to crossbow? Is something happening?
There's a bit of movement
see
to
anything.
the south.
Your sandwich or our lives?
It's a good sandwich from what I've been told.
Is it? Just takes a bite.
I mean, there's
I have a halberd you could use.
there are what most people would call too many mushrooms on it because it's dwarves and fungus is sort of a central part of their diet. But it's still good.
Bit too earthy for my taste, but this will do the job.
What job? Satisfying your insatiable hunger for mushrooms or to kill a man?
God damn it.
Yes.
Okay, so
Why can't it be both?
Gredick, what are you doing?
You're right.
They've alerted you that there's something over there.
Well, I'll probably stop the cart.
Okay, you have stopped the cart.
Attempt to stop the cart. Oh, cool. The donkeys listened.
No, you aced your check earlier, so
Nice. So, yeah, I'll stop the cart and be like,
Well, I guess we should go check out what it is.
But the cart offers some semblance of safety in the form of cover. Additionally, if we just walk up that way, we lose the element of surprising their surprise if it is indeed an ambush.
But if we go into the situation sort of without a cart, we make much smaller targets.
That doesn't.
Also,
No.
they're less likely to hit the donkeys.
Yes, they were a
Zrak
gift
just
from our
like-
father.
Her
Also,
eyes
Lumio
just narrow,
discharges.
and she just shakes her head. Nah, it's fine.
You're damn right, it's fine.
how dare you question my cartitude?
And just like under her breath, she's like, he literally said leaving the wagons behind makes us smaller targets.
I mean, it makes sense to me, I guess.
I don't know what to do here. This is fine. This is fine. Let's go.
Yes, of course it's fine. Let's go.
It's a simple question of what are you willing to compromise? If you stay in the wagon, you're in a set position, and while it is defensible, they also know exactly where you are, and you're a solitary target. They can focus.
Whatever
on it.
was there has left.
Sharut will watch the wagon and the donkeys, while the rest of you go into forest.
All right, but if anything happens to the wagon or the donkeys, there will be words and likely actions taken.
Well, brother, one for luck.
Just pop it.
Wait, you got a
All
bottle? That's way easier to use than a sandwich.
The bottle has liquid. The sandwich is yours.
This stone golem will now be
I'll
the
just
cart.
I've made my choice.
I'm moving people so that I can. Yeah, there's a cart right there now. Yay! All right,
What a wicked looking cart.
I know, right? Dwarven make
One
that.
day, Golem will be out. One day.
So, yeah. You guys, you start heading in. Go ahead and you can move to a maximum distance of here, and then I want sort of like marching order
Yeah,
of what you're
I'll
doing.
Where's-
put on
where's here?
my armor.
Right there.
It's the area that I'm repeatedly
gear
clicking.
up. If we gear up, get on over.
Lumio stays behind the dwarves.
Zrak is taking cover and attempting to hide and stealth her way up.
Cool. Give me a stealth check.
What ringers do it?
I just want you to know you are at a sizable penalty for trying to use a sandwich as a weapon. I will let it deal damage. It is not going to deal a lot of damage. It is mostly just you punching someone through a piece of rye.
So what you're saying is I do unarmed damage. Gotcha.
Let us end this quickly.
So Zarak gets into a hiding spot and then announces that.
She just thought of the joke.
Seems
Come
like
on. It's
they're
amazing. Like she says it out loud and then she chuckles under her breath while the rest of you fucking wait to catch it. It's fine.
All right. I'm gonna do a couple of private rolls here. I think. Let's see how well this works. Private.
Since nobody else is laughing,
two.
she's going to call out, he's got a sandwich. It's probably has
Uh,
lettuce on it.
Let me see. I don't laugh at that.
Yeah, it's
I rolled a
fine.
2.
Were you guys able to see either of those?
Yes, all
I
of them.
see them.
I see that
what
you
it
have rolled
did.
them.
I don't
Giant-
see what the results are.
So funny. So it might not be a giant weasel, but on the other hand,
Okay, so no, this is still me learning the thing.
I know.
So
No, this is
if I
perfect.
don't want you guys to know what it is, I should just type roll 1d10 plus whatever, or 1d20 plus whatever.
You can do, I think, GM only rolls.
Uh,
It's the other option that you didn't use.
private GM roll, self
Yeah.
roll. Oh,
Yeah.
self roll. Okay.
Try that.
Well, I mean, a self roll, of course, it's just going to go to me.
Hello, giant
Um,
weasel. Once
No, that's-
again,
that's giant weasel.
It's still a giant weasel.
God damn it.
it's taking a lot of 10s. It's like had so many cigarettes by this point.
Uh,
I fear the dire weasel is onto us.
all right. So, let's see.
This is player knowledge, not character knowledge.
Yeah, of course.
Brother, I think there's a dire. You smell that? I smell a giant weasel.
Travis, you fucking asshole.
Yes.
Are you sure it's not the sandwich? It could just be the sandwich.
Oh, that's it. You're
Alright,
right.
you-
Thing I
little bit of pepper. Pretty sure that's a weasel.
You guys have dire weasel on rye?
We're about to.
Maybe like a marbled sourdough with a little bit of pickled dire weasel. Is that what you? Okay.
Is that what-
So,
Now I'm just
fermented
hungry.
all right.
Cucumber.
So I haven't done this before. Justin, how do I make an initiative block?
Go to the fist icon. Start encounter.
Start encounter.
Yeah.
Encounter
And then-
not started.
God damn it.
Trash
Well,
that
we
encounter.
passed-
Fuck that
we
encounter. We don't need
passed
that one.
the-
Start another one.
okay,
Still not
hell yeah.
started.
The dire
Hold
weasel
on,
doesn't
hold
want
on.
to fight.
We'll pull up your thing. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So click
It's
begin
out.
combat down at the bottom. Way at the bottom.
Begin combat.
Ooh, hold on. I can't fucking
Wait,
see.
why is
like,
it-
the delay of this is just killing me. Hey, look at that. See, there's a motherfucker with initiative. Isn't that great? Yay. He gets to roll his initiative.
Oh, you can toggle combat stick. That's what that is.
Wait, why is he the only one that's in combat?
I'm the only one that clicked on trigger combat state. You have to right click on your character and hit the sword and shield icon.
Right.
Like I'm trying, but it's like, nope.
Oh,
Good luck,
okay.
bud.
So we have to decide. This way, we can be part of the combat if we're here. It's
Yeah.
also map specific, so you can shift between maps.
Yeah.
It's super neat. See how it just orders? Isn't that fucking great? So then you use the button down at the bottom to move down initiative order. So you can grab the person at the top, and then once their turn is done, select over to the next, and so on and so forth.
The problem is we can't look at that. We should probably not look at the fist because it kind of shows us what we're up against.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird that I can't make them.
Prize rounds would happen
I
before
can't make
we
them
all roll.
hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
Why forcibly change initiative?
What was that?
Eric, you said something and then no one heard it.
You said why did you? But
Oh,
that's what you said.
what I was saying. It looks like for initiative rolls, did you just roll for everyone's initiative?
I saw a bunch of things and I clicked them. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yay, stuff!"
Oh.
and I clicked everything.
Because I
Progress.
distinctly rolled 18 for my initiative,
Oh,
and it's like you go on 6. That's not what I rolled. That's a third of what I rolled.
update combatant in your initiative is an 18. Yay. Yeah, I saw a bunch of dice and I was like, I'm gonna click the dice for the weasels. And then I was like, oh, there's more dice. And then I clicked all the dice.
God damn it.
I got real excited.
It looks
At
like
least you're excited.
You know what? I'm okay with this.
So, okay. You guys hear this sort of like, and then this,
Sharut, keep it down back there.
and then this happens. Whap. So, oh wait,
That's the wrong one.
those initiatives are linked to specific thingies.
Yes, they are.
So hold on. Why is it? Stop clicking the wrong fucking dude.
It's this
Sorry.
one.
Yeah, it's. Ah, motherfucker. I hit a button, and the button fucked everything. This guy
Fuck.
was in 23. I don't remember what anybody else was in. If everybody remembers their initiative, let me
Zorak
know.
I was at
I
19.
don't.
You were at a
I
19?
was at 15,
Yes,
but
I was at 19.
Okay,
Actually, I
Drac
think
was
I
at a
was at a
19.
I got a
Dandarin
17.
was
I got an
actu-
18.
Dandarin was at an
I got an
18.
18, and Grudak got a
17.
I think I
I
was,
was
at
at 15, but I'm fine with the 1. I don't know.
I was at a 4.02.
Griddick was at a 15?
17.
17. Lumia, what did you say you were at?
I was at 15.
15. And then I don't remember what the other two weasels were at. Ringer, what
there
were
was
you
like
at? I think you
thir-
said
4.
4.
yeah,
So
and then I think Weasel 13 and 11.
okay, so I'm gonna alter this to be 13 and alter that. Well, it's a 9, and that's fine. Okay, so don't hit the refresh thing. I need to go to this guy. How do I?
These are all important things to know.
It is this guy's turn. How do I make it this guy's turn?
So
Because right now it's highlighting Dandarin it's highlighting Gruddick for some fucking reason.
okay, so down at the bottom there are a number of arrows. If you click the arrows, it advances through the turn order. So just at the bottom where it says end combat, there's an arrow to the left or the right. Just click one of those, and that'll move you through the turn order.
Cool. All right. There we go. Bam. And now that dude is going to attack. He's going to attack Ringer. Ringer, you're getting attacked.
Oh no, my sandwich.
You're getting attacked by this bite right here. He charged, so I get an attack roll bonus of a +2. That is a armor class of 7. No, 12?
Still no. 16. 17 I'm reading to beat.
Okay.
Is that
Sorry.
your flat-footed?
That is a good question. I did not think about that. No, my flat-footed's 15.
Well, 12 still misses you.
Correct.
Okay.
But other weasels will go before that.
Yeah. Okay. So the rest of you sort of see what's going on now. And Zeract, you just saw a weasel charge up and go like, and like run at Ringer. This is not a dire weasel, but it is very big. This is a weasel that is about 4.5 to 5 feet long.
Dract is immediately going to make the connection with the not dire but also very large boar that we hunted.
No, that was a game that didn't happen.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
That adventure didn't happen. That was just us testing the system.
Never mind. Otherwise, all right.
I'm not really wearing codpiece made out of a skull.
Yeah.
wearing.
Like session 0 didn't happen.
In that case, Zeract, rather than firing into melee, is going to ready in action for any other weasels that break cover.
Okay, so Zeract readies in action. Next, Dandrin, a very large weasel, just ran and tried to snip at your Koravar.
That's a grudging. Let's see, I'm right here. So just go right here, and then I'll look at that weasel, and I'll say, didn't let me make the attack. That's weird. There it is.
All right.
Keep in mind that weasel has an armor class 2 less than usual because of the charge.
Yeah, but a 10's still gonna miss that. So yeah. So you take a swing and it kind of like sort of coils in on itself like a weird furry snake and just hisses at you.
Okay.
All right. And next we have Gruddick.
Well, here we go. Here we go.
Gruddick channels his inner Warhammer fantasy orc, apparently.
Yep.
Brother. Well, I have to kill him now, so I shave my hair, dye it orange, and charge at him naked with a couple axes.
Protect the sandwich.
Don't forget your.
Yeah, I'm doing it for the sandwich, nothing else. Okay. I'm going to whap a dude.
Whap-a-doo. Whap-a-doo.
All right, you hit me.
You hit him.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Yep. And then, if I remember right, because I hit him, I get a free reposition.
Oh, are you using the Earthbreaker?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, you say of course, but I'm not certain because your character is
Oh.
based on I use many, many weapons.
Okay. I will always
So-
use Earthbreaker until I say otherwise.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for an armiger, there's no real like, of course, yeah.
But of course.
So your free reposition works really well, and he's over here now and dead.
Yes.
Because you did way more damage than he has.
All right. Everybody gets an attack of opportunity on the dead corpse.
Uh,
I missed.
Lumio.
Yes. I'm gonna ready an action to hit something with my. I'm gonna move like, yeah, here, and ready an action to attack one of the things when they get close enough for me.
Okay. Well, it
Um,
seems like the next weasel is probably not going to be super happy because there's 2 readied actions coming his way.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets to about, I would say there, like when he's kind of cresting that rock, is going to be when Zarek, you have the higher initiative, so yours will go first, and then Lumio's will go.
21. 2 damage.
All right. He will. Let's see. How do I do damages? Did that work? Hold on. Hey, that works.
Really,
Cool.
really only you need to see
Oh,
it.
right.
And then Lumio, go ahead and roll the attack for your blast. What kind of blast you using?
At this point, I'm gonna save my spell points, so it'll just be the regular 1d6.
Regular bludgeoning one. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
He threw a rock at him.
Yeah.
Miss.
Okay. And
Strong miss.
yours is a 30-foot blast at the moment.
I think it's still short range.
Okay.
I'm working on getting it.
Short
Longer.
range is 25 plus 5 for 2. So yeah, it's still 30 at the moment. So you actually you shoot at him when he gets to about this square.
Okay.
You still miss, but like you shoot when he's a little bit closer because Zarek has the range on you right now. And
Fair enough.
he is running straight for. Damn it! Select the thing. There we go. He is running straight for. Watch. Wait. I bet I just fucked up. Yep. I had the wrong weasel. There we go. And he is going to try to snap at Dandarin's boots.
It's one of the other sandwiches.
That looks like a bad roll. Yeah, that's rolling a 1. I haven't decided what we're doing for fumbles and crits in this game. So for the now, a 1 is you missed. I don't know if we're gonna go with like roll a fumble card or whatever, because it's weird. So for right now, he tried to bite you and didn't. And then the other weasel's gonna go and is going to. I think he's gonna rush at you there, Mike. And,
I do have a delicious sandwich.
and he's gonna try to take it from you like a schoolyard bully.
Biting
Like
me
a
for
weasel.
And he is going to hit really hard. He's going to get a good attack roll and max damage. You take 9 damage.
Oh god.
Are you still up?
I am.
Great. Since you're still up, he's going to try to grapple you.
Oh lordy.
Are you grappled?
I have no idea.
Compare that number to your CMB. Or your CMD.
I got question marks instead of numbers.
For your CMD?
No, for your roll.
Oh, that was a blind GM roll. Public roll.
Yeah.
It's a 21.
Well, a CMD is a 15.
Okay.
I'm flat-footed.
All right.
I'm grumpled.
That was way too high.
Oh lord.
No, that's one. It should just be 1d2. I don't know why it's adding 2 to this. So basically what happens is that it grapples you. Like it runs up and it bites you, sort of like in the chest region, and then its claws latch into you and it starts kind of like licking and supping at that wound. You will take 2 points of con drain as
Do you
it
mean
starts.
damage?
Nope.
Nope. Special attack blood drain, 1d2 con.
Wield?
Sorry, yes, it is. It is not.
Yeah, because those
Sorry,
are two very
the
different things.
special attack is blood drain. It inflicts con damage. It's not con drain. You can
Okay,
get
because
this
that would
back.
heal naturally.
Yeah.
That would be bad.
Also, like first encounter, that's Yeah, permanent con damage. That's pretty rough stuff.
Permanent con damage, first encounter. Welcome to Eberron.
Oh
Okay.
no!
And then,
After what's going
Ringer, it's your turn. There's a big weasel on you.
I eat my sandwich?
I'm just gonna eat my sandwich and cry. What would you like to do?
One second. I'm applying my damage to see if I'm unconscious yet. I'm not unconscious.
Let's just say that you have 16 hit points.
It shouldn't. That should be my AC.
I don't know, man. Maybe some shit is weird, but it says your current hit points are 16.
It's wrong. I'll fix it later.
That's fine.
I'm at 3 hit points right now.
Hey, that's not 0 hit points.
That's not. I'm also grappled, sucking my life away. I'm just gonna have to hit it.
Okay.
With the sandwich.
Sounds great. Your sandwich is going to do all the damage that a tiny-sized improvised weapon does for you.
I can just use my unarmed damage in that case.
Okay. Sure.
It's the ability I have.
Yeah, I know.
Killing a man with a sandwich.
It's not a man he's killing. It's a weasel.
Maybe that's why it's not gonna work.
He's not a man. He's a weasel. He's a weasel, he is.
Sorry, getting the math and all that.
No, it's fine.
Power attack? That's not gonna hit.
Yeah, you didn't hit him. Are you doing anything else?
I did drop the sandwich.
Okay.
That was a 1.
Yeah. That's
No!
What's your name?
Well, I didn't know this would happen so soon.
Oh, this guy's dead. Take him. Remove combatant. Zeract, it's your turn.
Amazing.
There's one that's on Ringer, and then there's one that is attacking Dandrin.
I'm gonna shoot the one on Ringer.
Okay.
I'm firing in the melee. That's -4, right?
Yes. Firing. And hold on, there might be other.
Because they're grappled.
Yeah. So because the opponent counts as grappled too, its AC goes down. So like its AC is going down, but you still take a -4 to the attack. So I'll do the math there.
Yeah, that sounds. A 3.
Nice.
No. You like the arrow goes like
really
right
bad.
there. You're trying real hard to make sure that you aim low enough that you don't just peg Ringer in the eyeball, and it's just kind of like you aim too low.
Would he though?
Yeah, did you have anything else you wanted to do?
No. They have formed a nice little cluster of things I don't want to do over there. I am happy with my position.
Okay. Dandrin.
I hit this one with a hammer, or I try.
Oh. Yes, that will work. And you hit him for 4?
Yep.
All right. You slam the bolt that he already had in him a little bit deeper. It's like I said, it's a big weasel. Like this is a 5 foot long, 150 pounds of weasel.
This is
You
a
hit
very
it-
dog-sized weasel.
Yeah, you hit it sizably, but it's just not going down. Did you have anything else that you wanted to do?
Brother, I've weakened him. Come finish him off.
And Grudik.
Is there a way for me to just move here?
Oh,
I'll move here.
okay, cool.
It seems better. And then I will hit the one Dandrin hit into the other one.
So the other one is grappling
Ringer.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's right.
That one's up here.
They like because of the grapple, they count as being in the same space. They're still kind of taking up 2 spaces, but they count as being in the same space. So if you hit him into the space, it will hit both of them.
We are both on top of the sandwich, kind of rolling on it. It's ruined.
Shut
Like,
up about
it's-
the sandwich, you fuck.
Well, gonna smack
No,
them into
wait.
them both.
We could roll it. We could roll up the sandwich.
We can save it.
No, I'm saying you can't.
Not with that
approaching.
attitude.
That'll hit. Are you just hitting this one then?
No, I'm hitting this one into both of them. They ruined the fucking sandwich.
Sure. That's sure.
Well, and on top of that, the idea is maybe it'll jostle them free somehow.
Okay.
I doubt that'll work, but
Yeah, that
you know,
that won't work.
Knocking them both unconscious.
If it were
Okay.
a bull rush, maybe.
So you hit the one that you're aiming at. Is this a bull rush?
I didn't write it down, but I know it gives me a free reposition bull rush or anything like that. It gives me a free one of those due to the follow through talent.
What is the ability? So follow through. When
Follow
you
through.
hit a target with the attack action, you may make a bull rush against them as a free action. Okay, so what happened is that you hit this guy.
Yeah,
You hit him with your weapon. I need you to deal weapon damage for me.
I will totally do that for you.
I'm pretty sure he's fucked.
I really hope so.
It is an Earthbreaker.
Yeah, you have an Earthbreaker, and he had 9 hit points before he got hit twice. I'm pretty sure that he's just screwed.
Uh huh.
Yeah. Okay, so this dude, he's real dead. So basically, what you're doing is launching him into the other guy.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your bull rush for me.
Okay. How would
and-
I do that?
That's a combat maneuver bonus roll.
Okay, thank
so
you.
it's a D20 plus your CMB, whatever your CMB is.
Cool.
Okay, so that is enough for its CMB. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Yes, you managed to hit its CMD. So that will bounce it over here. And then you have the thing where when you bounce something into a square where something else is, it does damage, right?
It does damage, yes, and when I move somebody or reposition or bull rush or anything like that, any one of my allies adjacent to it gets an attack of opportunity on it.
Okay, so that's because you have hammer. Is that what it is?
That is yes, it is.
Okay, so
Hammer and break defenses together cause that whole thing.
okay, and this is stuff that you have access to. You have access to all of this when you're using your Earthbreaker.
The hammer and break defenses I have at all times. Follow through I have when I have my Earthbreaker.
Okay, cool. So it says as long as you have your martial focus, when you would bull rush, drag, or reposition a creature into a space occupied by a wall, creature, or object, the target stops its movement in the adjacent space, and both the creature and the wall or other creature suffer the amount of bludgeoning damage. So please roll 1d8 for me. Okay, so Ringer, you and this weasel take 8 points of damage.
Well, that makes me unconscious.
That makes it unconscious too. So basically, you hit this one into Ringer and the other weasel so hard that these two both went unconscious, but so did this weasel.
Mm.
Yeah. Don't know. There's not a way to like mark them with like an X or anything like that.
You can right click the creature, and right above the attack thing, there's like
A defeated marker, yeah.
yeah, it's like a assigned status effects.
Yeah.
And I'll show you.
Yeah.
It's the thing that looks like a Super Saiyan charging up.
You may have other options as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're real small.
They are.
Yeah, I'll give them all the dead status effect.
If you go to the initiative order, do you have the option to mark them as defeated there?
I've already removed them from the initiative.
Never
But-
mind then. Okay.
No, I don't have the ability to mark them as defeated.
Jeez.
All right. So, I am gonna say that we're gonna stay in combat because Ringer's in bad shape. So, Lumio, it's your turn. The Ringer's down. The weasels are all down. What would you like to do?
Take up a defensive position around Ringer.
Okay.
Since I have no way to heal him.
Okay.
So I'm just going to move here-ish to protect his body. And yeah.
All right. So, Ringer, on your turn, I need you to roll me a con roll.
Okay. Probably do it in Foundry, not.
Just playing in Roll20 this whole time?
Oh, nice.
What'd you get?
18.
Got 18.
I believe.
I'm at -5, if that makes a difference.
So you're dying.
Mhm.
You lose a point every round until you become stabilized. You have stabilized, so you don't lose another point from this. Your bleeding stops. This is a bit unfortunate for you because you just went unconscious from damage, and you did it when you didn't necessarily want to, so I am sorry, but your thing does fade.
Thing?
Your shapeshift.
Oh, that's right. Cool. So everyone now sees a bald, gray-skinned humanoid.
Or
He's
hold
been
on.
replaced by a doppelganger.
It must have happened when that stupid weasel was licking its wound.
If Zeract didn't give a shit before, she still doesn't give a shit now.
Good.
So, mainly because I really want to play this out. The goblin will come over and say, "Is Ringer still alive?"
Seems to be. I see his chest
don't know what
rising
that
up and
is.
down.
I don't know if that's Ringer. Do we know? It's a shapeshifter, for crying out loud. You saw it.
Yes, this is the one formerly called Glim.
You see Sharut
Just stab Ringer.
I've killed him.
No, you see Sharut load a bolt real fast, like it's rapid fire, like loads it into a crossbow and goes and just pops Ringer right in the head, and it sort of like hits him in the head, and the bolt explodes.
Oh, that's
And-
right. I forgot what he is.
All right,
And,
I'll roll a new character. Jeez.
And Ringer, you heal a hit point.
Okay.
And
-4.
Sharut's just fucking weird.
and Sharut goes, "Huh, changeling bodies apparently different from goblin bodies.
What do you?
Not work as well as Sharut thought it would.
What were you expecting? You shot him in the head.
I shot him with
And
healing
all this-
potion."
Oh,
Well, no time like the present.
let's get him to the cart.
Yeah, all right. Well, if you're saying he's always been a shapeshifter, then I suppose we'll just take him to the cart.
How would
As
you
far
know?
as I'm
Way to
aware.
find out.
How would you know if
Grab his legs, brother.
he has always been shapeshifter or not?
That is a good question.
We'll have to ask him when he wakes up. Them, it.
I don't think it's important to judge based on who or what they are. It's just a question of whether or not they have done their due diligence here. They leapt into a fight to protect and
Well, it seems more like the fight left him, if I'm being honest.
well, fair, yes, but does it really matter what the color of their skin or the nature of their makeup is?
Oh, that's not the question. The question is that it was pretending to be something else, like entirely,
Changelings,
like a
change-
different.
It's
I mean,
That's the
changeling-
nature.
changeling,
That's
I
the
suppose.
nature of changelings.
changelings. This is what they do.
Yes, it would be like me getting upset because you have a beard.
Sharut has read many stories about changelings. Changelings change. It is in their name.
Well, I'll go get the
Oh,
cart.
I thought it was a half elf.
Lumio begins dragging Ringer towards the cart.
But the
Yeah.
implication, we can't move Mike's thing, but the implication was that
Yeah.
I think Mike and I were hands and footing him to the
Yeah.
cart.
Sharut will
How-
tend to Ringer's wounds. This will take time.
Yes, of course.
Just
How
more
does-
bolts directly to the head.
Yeah, yeah. How desperate is Clawtown for meat?
Sorry, what?
How desperate is Clawtown for meat?
Not desperate enough to commit cannibalism, you fuck.
Wow.
I think the dire weasel is what he
Wow. Yeah, I've got
So-
3 weasel
sorry.
bodies.
No, it's just the fact that it's you, I have to assume you're going for the worst option.
No, that's not true. And it makes you a bit of a jerk to say that.
No,
went
Clawtown. It's not that Clawtown is desperate for meat. It's that the town right now, basically, the whole town basically consumes more than it can than it can produce right now. So the whole town generally needs food. They need water. They need building supplies.
Okay.
So
Zeract is going to motion the dwarves over and point to the bodies and just, we've got to move these as well. Might as well take them with us.
Well, just to save space, we should only take the important bits. I'm going to make a survival test to basically clean up these like not like a full on like skin, just kind of get them like the basic like clean
It's a-
up the inner.
It's a field dress. Yeah.
Friend, friend dwarf, that
I'll
may
do some
take
as well.
several hours. We probably should proceed at this point.
Oh, trust me, when he and I do it together, I mean when he does it together.
No, it's a +5. I +6. I forgot. I my bad. It's an
Yeah.
11.
The two of you are able to. So, like, how can I put it? Cleaning and dressing the carcass here is not necessarily needed. So
cool.
it's
We'll just drag it behind.
it's a weasel. So the fur, like the hide and the meat, can both be used. The hide
No, I
is
know. I
the hide
literally-
is probably more valuable
It's
than
just-
the meat is. So like going through the dress right now, the main thing that you would want to do is just get the offal out of it and then put that up.
Yeah,
So,
sounds great.
That's basically what I was saying I was doing, and
Okay,
I did
gotcha.
it very.
yeah, sorry. I thought you were like, yeah, he's gonna do the full skin right here, and I was like, why? Yeah,
No.
you're
8 hours later.
yeah, you're able to basically you get Gruddick to hold up the body, you cut the stomach, all the guts fall out, you carve that out real quick, and then you throw it in the back. That's pretty much all you need to do right here.
Yep.
The sandwich is absolutely ruined.
Indeed.
I mean, I rolled a 1. Like, that sandwich is just fucked.
What a perfectly waste of a sandwich.
So
Put it in the book,
let's-
brother.
Let's see.
Because you're dwarves, I think it's important to note that whatever we get from the weasel bodies, we split. That which we don't donate to charity.
Fine to me. I care not what we do with the money.
Oh
It's
shit!
quite fine. It's quite fine.
He actually got it all in the first one. I didn't even need the
That's
other ones.
fucking amazing.
Mike,
Wow.
you are healed for 10.
Okay.
You come to with you basically see like just this mass of red skin, and then Sharut's like pointy, goblin-y mouth looks at you and goes, "You have lost a lot of blood." And then he kind of like leans down and whispers, "You are no longer a Koravar. If you want to be a Koravar, you should concentrate." And then he like leans back and keeps stitching up your stomach and your chest.
So, sorry, I could barely hear the whisper. Are you saying I should wait till after he's done? to do
No,
that?
no. He's informing you. He's letting you know, like, hey, right now you're a changeling. So he leaned forward and said, "You are no longer a Koravar. If you want to be a Koravar again, you should concentrate."
Quick question: is this wagon covered?
Yes.
Is it a covered wagon?
I don't think there was ever like an option to have a covering or not a covering, but I always assumed it had a covering.
Yeah, if they did a long trip with it, it probably would.
Okay. Yeah, it's a covered wagon. So,
Cool. I will concentrate, and then I will have a conversation before we get back to town. It just be a ball of nerve till then.
Okay. Yeah. And so the 3 weasels are in the thing. I will delete those.
How big are the weasels? Like I know they're dire weasels, but weasels aren't very large to begin with.
So
said they're
specifically, they're not dire weasels because dire weasels are the size of like what we would consider a tiger.
Okay.
Wow. Like dire weasels are huge. What it says is they can giant weasels adults can grow to be 5 feet long, stand as high when on the ground at 2.5 feet, and weigh up to 150 pounds.
Okay.
So they're very big. They're basically the size of like if you know what a giant river otter is, they're those.
Okay.
And like giant river otters take on like crocodiles.
Amazonian river otters
Yeah. So
eat piranha.
yeah. And the piranha don't do much to eat them back either. So I
Yeah.
think we're gonna take a break right there since it's 8:20 and I had food arrive about half an hour ago. So
Cool.
take a quick 10-15 minute break. And,
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll come back at let's say 8:40.
Okay.
I threw an in-game picture there, Travis, of a giant weasel.
Yeah, thank you.
For the group, there's a giant weasel, and there is a ringer looking just
above.
fabulous.
Do you want to catch these hands?
I'll fight you. You want to
Oh,
fight? Them's
Yeah,
fighting
I love-
words.
I love that he asks, and it sounds so genuine and like polite. You want to fight?
All right, I'm gonna go grab my food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking to see if you're interested. I mean, you don't gotta, but if you were,
But if you really feel the urge, I'm ready.
All right.
So I hope everyone watching the stream is having a good time.
Who's having a good time?
We are having a good time. I believe that is the correct answer.
Good.
Do you know who is not having a good time?
The weasels?
I suppose the weasels would sound a little bit more like this. What do you think? Do you think they'd sound more like this? Their silence is so reassuring.
Sorry, I'm working on a project on the other side. Say again?
Yeah, but the weasels would sound a little bit more like this.
Yeah, a lot more like that.
Yeah, this sounds more weasel.
It's mostly helium voice. Mostly.
Oh, chipmunk officially. You know, weasel chipmunk. All small vermin.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is you. At least to some degree.
Nope. It's just me and talking. It's nothing special.
Yes, talking. This is a way of portraying this. And then Ringer almost have to get like
Everyone can do it. Just try. Do your best. I believe in you.
I am doing my best. I have a sore throat outside of this, so I will rely on voice mod.
Fair enough. Coward.
But no, it's getting worse. It's getting bad.
Oh, I am sorry.
Yeah, I'm getting really concerned. Oh, thanks. Thanks, friend. No one will mourn you when you pass.
I know. I have seen to it.
I have done unspeakable and unforgivable things and accept my fate.
Argentina was both our fate.
Indeed, but it should not have happened like that.
You guys
We
are
did
fucking
the
weird.
dirty. You're weird too, bit.
Who are you to judge us?
The man eating some desirable food, probably.
Oh, it's pretty desirable. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm also getting some desirable food, but they decided to delay it by 45 minutes.
Yeah.
That sounds less desirable.
We ordered from
Yeah.
Chan's place. Or
Nice.
Chan's Palace? Chan's place.
I've had. They're good.
Yeah.
Just wanna suggest we take a moment of silence and pour one out for sandwich.
Yeah. That poor rolled sandwich.
Can we get F's in the chat for sandwich?
And we lasted exactly one session before people found out I was a changeling.
Yeah. It's almost like you were playing the character. And well, I think that's all I have to say. at this
Yeah,
point.
that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna look at that again because it's the write up that he has on that Eberron Pathfinder site says that they it lasts for as long as the changeling desires, even if unconscious or sleeping. But I remember when changelings got knocked out, they would go back. And yeah, I don't know.
I remember it the same way, so that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I thought if it was like, this is I'm gonna put it, if it was voluntary unconsciousness, I fell asleep, then sure. But if it's I got the shit kicked out of me and I'm unconscious now, I think that's no, you're unconscious now, and you can't choose to maintain your shape change.
Yeah.
So, sorry, man.
No, it's fine.
He's plotting out his conversation with us.
Yeah, I have no idea how that's going to go.
Yeah. I mean, you'll be fine with Lumio because he effectively already knew.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be right back.
The other
You've
one,
shown
I
him-
may have to kill.
Yeah. Who's to say
What,
at this
me?
point? Well, it depends on how you react to him.
Okay, because I
Yeah.
just knocked you out with a weasel, my dude.
I know.
Don't test me.
You saw what I did to that sandwich, though, right?
I did. And you told the weasels, you want to catch these hands? And then they started biting you.
You're like, oh no, oh no!
That's not how you're supposed to react to that. You're supposed to answer first.
Yeah.
And then I punch you when you try and answer.
Exactly.
My brilliant plan.
They went about it all wrong. That's why I lost.
It was their fault, you see.
Yeah.
They didn't follow combat procedure properly.
We'll learn them. No, they're all dead. Oh. Oh well, better luck next time.
Yeah. There won't be a next time. They're dead. Oh.
Okay. Sorry, I'll have to retcon it because that shit's the unconsciousness thing.
What?
Really?
didn't see him
Yeah,
transform.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now, and it's fucking straight from Keith Baker. They revert on changing shape again, or death.
Okay.
Oh, so we're still good.
Yeah, you don't know shit.
Yeah. So that
Whoa
bit
there,
that
Mike.
bit didn't happen. I'm sorry about that.
Sharut still whispers that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have a minor panic attack when he says that.
He says, "You are no longer a Koravar. Now you are reborn as someone who has nearly died to a weasel." And you're like, "Is this a big part of your culture?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's very big."
Very big.
Right after I briefly like panic and look at my hands, realize, wait, no, I'm still pink.
Many times have the great weasels of the dark caves come for us in the night.
Now I'm just
There
picturing
are many.
Each time we have
weasel
fought them.
vigilante.
Each time we have fought them. Each time we have won. But the losses are great and many.
I don't care that Noah isn't here. This is canon now. Sharut often regales us with these tales of these giant weasel attacks.
Well, and he's a goblin, so you know he's not lying.
Yeah, why would he? You know, every role-playing game, role-playing system that we change to, there's always this one character that's memed on. It's Sharut this time, for sure.
Yeah. I think it's because Noah actually found a character he's good at playing. Yeah, like whenever he does that, we have to tear him down. It's unfortunate.
What the
Can't
fuck?
have him.
He was really good at playing his Harch.
Yeah, he was good. But Hegrin.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Hegrin shined.
Yeah. We did all meme pretty hard on Hagrid.
Yeah.
And I
Just
think
the hope. This is Hegrin.
yeah. And I think in the game before that, the Warhammer game, it was Buford.
It was
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, in the Warhammer game, it kind of smoothed around.
Yeah.
Before Buford, it was my character, whose name I've already forgotten.
Same.
See?
Very forgettable.
Like all memes, he
What are
had
you
his
talking
day.
about? Both of the dwarves are named after you.
Like all
I
memes,
believe
he had his day, and then we fucking forgot him.
Yep.
I know he tried to be a lot of things, and his god hated him.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, that guy was great.
Who was it? Who was it in Eric's game before that?
Dietrich. For what?
Dietrich Ulma.
Like in the Pathfinder game.
Who got crapped on?
Well, there were so many characters in that game.
There was Zanzifer. There was Zanzifer who got crapped on. There was your character who got crapped on by fate. Then there was I'm trying to think.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Moon's character, for sure, was one of them. Oh, Moon.
Oh, Moon.
Kevin told me that Moon's running his own game now, which sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm in it. I obviously can't talk about it on the stream because they might be watching. But
Right on.
yeah, I'm in it.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds cool.
I was talking to Moon about plot twists and stuff like that, and he's like, "Man, I wish you were in the game." And I was like, "I kind of got time. I mean, I just have to play some kind of half brain dead character because I can't show up till like 7:00." And then he got a job where he can't show up till 7:00. So
now I'm playing an idiot, and I really regret it.
Yep.
I mean, if you
No,
need
I
a
don't.
character, man, I can help you out.
No, I don't regret this character at all. He's formerly led the armies of the big bad evil guy, and killed Cat's family.
Yeah.
So
Kevin was telling me about it. He was like, "Why would we possibly keep you alive?"
yeah, he wrote me into a corner on that one. I'll give it to him. But basically, I told everyone that you can't really judge a person by 5 Tuesdays from their entire life.
That is one way to say that, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's how your character would say that.
All right. So, let's see. where Gredick is. Old big boy Gredick.
Oh, the big boy.
All right.
Great big lad.
So, yeah, we'll all come back now. I know Andy's here. I heard Travis talk. Eric, you still here?
Yeah, but my cat just stuck my wife pretty bad, and it woke up my son. So I'm gonna be off mic for a minute.
Okay, Eric's here. Justin and Mike are both here. So cool, we're back and we can start again. Okay, is there anything else that you guys want to do in this here area?
No.
I'd like to go here.
You'd like to go? Oh.
And then
I heard you say I'd like to go here, and then I saw no indication of where you're. Oh, okay. You want to go there, like in the wagon?
I want to follow the road.
Mm-hmm.
The place we're going.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds
That
great.
sounds really good, Mike.
All right. So Mike, are you? So we have established now, because I thought that this was just sort of a cart. Apparently, this is a covered wagon. So people that are riding in the back, you are riding in the back. You can't keep watch or whatever. So is anybody still riding in the wagon?
I'll walk alongside it because it doesn't fatigue me.
Okay.
Because
And I know Zeract is not in it. At this point, Shrut will be back there because he has to make another bolt.
Hmm.
Because he tried to use his other one on Ringer and it totally did not work. So he's doing that for the next little while. And okay, so it sounds like Ringer and Shrut are the only ones in the back.
I might ask him to heal me a little more if he can.
Oh, did you need more?
I'm at half.
Oh.
Damn.
Like, after the con damage, 6 out of 12.
Oh, okay. So his second roll would have been 5 more. I just let's see.
Sorry, 5 more healing?
Yeah, 5 more healing.
Okay.
So
I did it.
yeah, and so he can heal you for a bit more, and then he'll start working on making another salve. And so, Gandrin, please give me a drive check, and Gredick, please give me a drive check. Zeract,
Yep.
Lumio, and Dandarin, please give me perception checks.
Oh boy.
Okay, so Gredick,
Perf.
you get to about there, and everybody is still kind of like, in their various spots of being around you, or in the same wagon, etc. And Zeract, you see something right here, that kind of catches your eye, and basically what it what it sort of looks like is a bit of, like, on this otherwise greenish area of grass, there's sort of a red patch there.
Zeract will make a short, hard whistle and then dash over to the side here.
Cool.
She's still got a crossbow
You
out.
made a short, hard whistle. Gredick, you are now controlling a wagon with scared donkeys.
Yep.
I'm real glad I got healed first.
And by that, I sort of mean not controlling it.
Yeah,
because
that's
of your
what I
terrible
assumed.
drive check. As Lumio and Zeract, you guys are just left in the dirt by the donkeys going and just going.
We're making excellent time. I don't know what got them so lively.
I know.
Yeah. I
It's not wasting.
increase my speed to attempt to follow them.
Okay.
I don't. I know where we're going.
Yeah. When you get over there, it's like you've done enough hunts that you can recognize that it's blood.
Mhm.
Do you have survival yet?
No.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Can you give me a survival check?
Oh, fuck yeah.
You will get a +2 to this roll.
I don't know if that's going to help, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad.
It's not the worst it's been.
It's hard to follow exactly what's going on with it. At some point, you'll have to, like, kind of jump on the rock to see, because you're, like, looking at this and it looks like this. There's this kind of, like, spot of blood over here. And by spot, I mean it's about a foot wide, where it's like kind of depressing the grass.
Mhm.
And then you don't see anything else that would indicate it. But then when you jump on the grass, you kind of see like there's something else right there. And then there's like another little spot right there. You get to this sort of general area, and what you see here is like in that
Mhm.
is probably not something that you would describe as a cave. This is more of a burrow.
Yeah.
It's there's kind of like two stones that are next to each other, and there's a spot that's about 3 feet wide at the bottom of them where something has kind of carved out an area. And looking at the ground there, you can see that, oh, this is probably where the weasels were.
Mhm.
But also looking at the ground, can you give me another survival check at another +2?
Sure. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, you're seeing some other kind of like marks in this general area that you can't really identify, that don't seem to fit with the weasels.
I want Shrewd on this. Is there anything else here other than the marks?
That's pretty much it from what you can see. Like you are not an amazing tracker. You're more of a, like, I can solve the problem when the problem arrives.
Mhm.
But you're not really good at finding the problem.
That's fair.
So there's not enough sign for someone who's untrained to discover much.
Perfectly reasonable. All right, I'll start jogging back to the wagon. Planning to meet up near-ish the road.
Brother, something's coming. It's gaining on us. Speed the donkeys.
Onward faster.
They
Give me a drive
continue at
check.
30.
They stop.
Damn it. Such temperamental beasts.
Sharut, I need your eyes.
Oh shit! You got raided. That's neat. I've never been raided before. That's cool. Hello to all
Who'd
the
you get
raiders.
raided by?
Death saves with advantage is raiding with a party of 7.
Oh wow.
Wicked.
That's dope. Oh, it's from the Glass Cannon podcast Discord. Neat.
Oh,
Well,
wicked.
hello everybody. We are running Eberron.
Greetings.
Hello.
So anyway,
Rentals.
Gredick, you go, "Yeah, donkeys," and go whap on the reins. And as soon as you try to enforce will on the donkeys, they go, "Nah, we're not having this," and they stop like in unison.
Makes sense.
I
And
can do this, but 4 times a day.
Yeah.
And so I want you to understand that this is meaningful when I do it. Zeract is going to step forward and, burning 1 round of her shifting ability and the ability to speak with animals, is going to tell the donkeys, "Good job." I want you to understand how meaningful that is.
Okay.
Okay. there we
I
go.
know exactly what I'm doing then.
yeah,
Why are they talking? Are they? She's
Right.
speaking to the donkeys.
Zerac sort of walks up. It seems to get slightly more feral for a second. Caresses one of the zombies' heads.
Zombies.
Growls at the zombies. One of the donkeys' heads.
Jesus.
Growls out
Donkeys.
a few words with a question mark.
You're brave.
And the zombie. God damn it!
What are you doing?
And the donkeys are like.
Donkey's having a weird day.
One of the donkeys is named Zombie, funny enough.
Yeah, it's weird.
Zombie, Lich, Steve, and Ghoul.
Yep, you're right.
Steve's a replacement. He's
Yeah.
still new.
3 E's.
Killed on the tripped over. Yeah.
So, Zeract, what would you want to do?
I call Sharut out. There's tracks from the den of the weasels we've just slain, and not all of them were weasel-like. If any of you are capable,
Thanks.
I know Sharut is, but if anyone else is capable, then
Sharut is a capable tracker.
yes, I know. That's why I'm talking. Right, let's leave.
Like, I'm good at survival, but no idea. I don't think I'd call myself a tracker.
Despite my previous performance, I would say that Ringer's a capable person, but not at this.
Not really
Remember,
different
you
from
can
a
use
bunch of giant weasels.
numpad to move as well.
Oh, I forgot that you can use numpad on this.
It's super hot.
Excellent job, Shrewd.
It would seem some days past, the weasels caught another quarry. This quarry was a person, your size, not mine.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to get away, clawed at the rock and ground. Sharut does not think they got away.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Sharut can seek bones, but enough days have passed. They would likely just be bones.
Let's take a quick.
Okay. This is short enough that Sharut just walks in.
Yeah.
He's just like, weird. So basically what you have is like it kind of goes down and then loops around,
Mhm.
and it's this sort of thing. There's like a little like sort of cave right there. This is all kind of the same cave. You're basically on your knees. Sharut is just walking like no no.
Mhm. That makes sense.
And he when he gets you to here, go ahead and give me an awareness check, and I will roll. Or sorry, perception.
I knew what you meant. You're good.
I've been playing so many games, and everything calls perception and intimidation by a different word.
Hmm.
Um,
Apparently, they call donkey zombies in this other game too.
donkey zombies. Zorak, you sort of hear that kind of that, but it's a bit more high pitched than it was before. Also at a it's higher pitched, but at a lower volume than it was when you heard it last time.
Zeract is going to sigh. Uh-huh.
Sure, it says what?
I think they are young.
Ah, delicious. The younger ones usually have softer meat.
No.
The younger
Not-
ones
not-
have denser meat of weasels on the surface. Sharut is unfamiliar with surface weasels.
Yes, that's fine. Let's take a look.
Okay. Yeah, you go into this area, and you find 3 baby weasels, and by baby I mean that these are about a foot long.
Yeah.
They're not sort of like, I'm gonna put it. It's not like they're completely newborn and mewling, but they're still clearly like recent. They are they're not born in the last few days, but they are barely moving around. Like every movement is very uncoordinated, and like I'm still learning what legs are.
All right.
You actually have knowledge nature, right?
I do have a lot of knowledge nature.
Go ahead and give me a knowledge nature roll.
Back up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I have a lot of knowledge in nature. So it's a pretty good roll.
So, so these are a trio of baby giant weasels that are probably about 2 weeks to a month old. And yeah, that's what you find here. This looks like this was the sort of like birthing chamber / the like mother's den.
I mean, this makes a lot of sense, and we did the thing that we do. That's not a shame in and of itself, but also this is going to be one of those situations where Zeract will feel bad if she doesn't try and do something. So with that,
with your knowledge check, you
Yes.
know about like giant weasels.
Right.
Giant weasels are sort of admirable guards because they can do a thing that similarly sized animals can't. So if you think of dogs, like a large dog, like a wolf, or like a Great Dane or something like that, which is also a medium-sized creature, like a giant weasel.
Mhm.
Where the weasel beats them is in their ability to just climb shit.
Yeah.
And also in their ability to tackle someone and literally drain them to death.
Yeah.
So, and they serve as admirable mounts to people that are small. So like to halflings or something like that. So like if you just go of the hey, this is nature, sure. Hey, this is nature. But if you wanted to sell them, train them, whatever, it would be a long-term investment, but there might be some coin in it.
Zeract is going to ask Sharut to go to the other room and continue their searching.
And when you like reach up to call for Sharut to go to the other room, you hear Sharut found bones.
Which is good because it means that Zeract can spend another round of her speak with animals to croon softly to the little weasels, and she's
The
going to
wee
pile them into her
babes.
backpack. The wee babes. She'll actually just kind of roll up her shirt and pull them in and secure the belt so that they've got a little bit of a pouch there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's the thing she's doing. So
Okay.
she'll kind of awkwardly crawl out and then roll back over. Yes. What did you find? Anything interesting?
Sharut's estimation would be that whoever got pulled into Weasel Den and killed was Abard. Or at least the most recent person was Abard. This is the backpack that looks less dirty than the rest, and it has a lyre in it. And he like holds it up and pulls the lyre out.
Might as well bring it with, as well as the rest of the backpack, in case anybody can recognize it.
Of course. Give me a. Are you like looking through this at all, or are you just headed on your way out?
No, I like. We'll look through it as we go.
Okay. Give me a perception check at a -2.
Really, just need to pop out. I'm just gonna pop out the character sheet.
Yeah, you're not seeing anything else that would really be like of note.
It's fine. We'll give it a stronger go over it when we get the chance to settle down and look.
Yeah. Behind you kind of hear Sharut kind of, and then there's like a kind of a clatter of it's this clatter of calcium on calcium of calcium that lets you know that he just pulled something from a body. But what it is, you don't really see. And then yeah, the two of you leave.
Yep. As we do so, I'll be like, I'll show you what I got if you show me yours.
And he holds up the backpack in one hand and a long sword in a sheath in the other.
Sure. Ziract will kind of like tip over and show the weasels.
And Shrewd goes, trade?
No.
And Shrewd,
they don't have any ability to take care of themselves, and so I'm stepping in.
Well, if Ziract chooses to eat the weasels, let Shrewd know.
Of course.
All right. So you guys go back?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you guys will see Sharut walking back with a backpack that he didn't leave with, and a longsword that's sized for someone far bigger than he is.
Ziract will actually climb in the back of the wagon.
Oh, Sharut, let me see that arming sword you've got there. I can tell you if it's worth anything.
Just throws it.
And he says, it is too new and too fresh made to be worth anything, but it might be servable. And he holds it up to you. Give me a blacksmithing check or an appraise check. I guess it'd be an appraise check.
Yeah. I rolled low.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I have seen so few people roll appraise in a game. I don't know the fucking. God damn it, Travis.
You know, well, sitting here and the donkey's doing the thing. Why not?
It looks well made, but it needs to be cleaned up and properly examined somewhere, and you don't really have the ability to sort of do that here. So you don't know. It properly cleaned and taken care of, it might be worth something. But as it is right now, this is trash. With a blade that is still sharp and clean, where the handle is definitely not, and the belt and scabbard have all been gnawed on to get like at the leather. So it's.
We'll have to clean it up a bit and definitely have to completely fix the handle. Need to rewrap it and whatnot with polish. I don't know, might be worth something.
He says,
but as it is right now, not too great of a condition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he kind of nods and he says, "This is what Sharut said." And he kind of like goes to the back of the wagon and he throws the backpack and the sword in, and then he takes up a position on the other side of the wagon across from Lumio, and the wagon continues forward. So at this point, we're gonna go to a different map.
Fantastic.
Oh my god, it's a different map, guys.
What? Holy shit.
Yeah. Man, looking at the maps that I made and how like jank they are, it just makes me laugh.
But that's part of the fun, right?
Yeah.
This is what I
It's a
do
good
to
map.
make a road.
I can't see it because I don't have token.
Oh, god damn it.
I was looking at the Twitch stream, which is where you can see.
Okay. There you go. There's your token vision.
Oh,
you.
dude. It's so good.
I really wish I knew how to like, because I made walls so that you guys couldn't see the surface up here. Wait, there are walls?
Not that I can see.
No, not. I can't see it.
Yeah, no, there's supposed to be a map underneath the big thing.
Weird. Okay, whatever. Anyway, actually we don't need that. We can just do Big Gruddick.
Big Gruddick.
Everybody, it's Big Gruddick.
Which is also ironically the name of the card.
Which is funny enough because it's dead, apparently.
Someone killed Big Gruddick? Oh no!
Getting rid of Big Gruddick, dead immediately. Tiny Gruddick, dead immediately.
Wait, why is everything coming up as dead?
I don't know.
What did you do?
Everything you touch.
I'm fine.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'll just have Screamin' Gruddick, I guess.
Screamin' Gruddick is your wrestling name.
Yeah, I think so. No, that's my finishing move, the
Dude,
Screamin' Gruddick.
it's giving everybody a weird random. Everybody was getting a different random token, or not token, condition. So it looks
I'm
like
upside down.
Lumio and Charut are walking next to the wagon. The rest of you are in the back. So you guys are continuing on. It's been about so it was about an hour until you got to the bit of the trail where you guys were in the copse of the trees with the weasels, and about an hour later, you're walking down and you see a basically you see this rise right here. It kind of comes up out of the ground, and there looks to be like there was a carving or a structure up here at some point, and it has been broken and just kind of shattered down and partially shattered this way, like off the cliff towards the front, and partially just shattered in place. And you can make out sort of the tops of a ring of shit. I forget the name of the
Menhir.
Menhirs. There you go. I knew it was an M. You can make out the top of a ring of menhirs that are up on the thing.
I'm a fucking druid. I got this. It's fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking of druids, is that likely to be a druid thing?
Potentially.
Given my upbringing,
Brayland isn't super full of druids, and most of those that are here are usually in one of the various forests, but it's possible. It's just not guaranteed.
all right. Well, it piques Zerac's interest in that case.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean this is sort of big. It's out in the open. There's no trees around at all. There's like some like little bushes growing down here in the shadows. So this is something that you guys can see from the road a good 20 or 30 minutes before you ever get there. This little rise. Yeah. So Zarak, you're heading over.
Yeah. She's left her backpack and bedroll made up as kind of a nest for the weasel babies.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool. Everyone else, what are you doing?
Driving the cart.
Okay. Yeah, this is something like this is flat, barely featureless. This is something you could easily take a 10 on. You can just like do your thing and just go, and there's nothing happening, so the donkeys will just go.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay. Dandarin, are you doing anything different from your brother?
I am eating a dwarven ration,
Ah,
which is mostly mushrooms and sausages.
yeah, there's
Some high
quite a number of mushrooms and sausages, and we have fermented this vegetable and also that other vegetable.
Delicious.
And
And then I'm just looking around, seeing if anything actually interesting is around here.
I mean, that's the feature
thing.
you see right now that is not grasslands, is that thing on the map.
Like at a point, Zerac gets tired of walking around this fucking thing and just clambers up the side.
Yeah. So I mean, like, there's going around over here, and then there's actually like a pathway down at the bottom.
Yeah, she sees the pathway and was heading down towards it, and then just like fuck it and goes up the hill.
Sure. Lumia, what are you doing?
I was munching.
Oh.
I just walk next to the cart and keep an eye out. There's no need to do anything necessarily more intense than that.
Okay. Ringer, are you going with him or with,
with
her?
I would go with Lumio.
Okay. Well, sorry, not with Lumio, because Lumio's walking with the cart. Are you going with Zeract?
Probably not.
Okay. So are you walking next to Lumio?
Yeah, I'd be hanging out with Lumio.
Cool. So while this group goes up to about there, Charut will run after Zeract. So yeah, you're up here in in a you see a ring of menhirs that have all actually give me a do you have I have to see what
Knowledge,
you
religion.
knowledge religion works here. So does engineering and architecture if you have that one. And knowledge nature would also potentially work. So any of those would be acceptable. Um,
I'll do nature.
uh, yeah, so um, uh, you're able to identify this as something that was uh, kind of a an outpost, like a gatekeeper outpost,
Mhm.
um, but no longer is. Uh, it's at most, and like looking around, you can see steps, and you can see kind of like the remnants of a campfire in the middle of this thing here.
Mhm.
Um, it looks like the thing that most people use this for now would be a place to camp.
Yeah.
If they're out, you have pretty good eyes over everything. The bad part, I guess, would be that your light could be seen from a pretty far distance at night. But you can, on a starry night or a night with a lot of full moons, you could probably see stuff coming from a pretty good distance away. Uh, so with Cheroots, he is able to identify kind of an odd thing to you in that um, he's standing there and he's looking at the menhirs, and he's looking because they're all like they're the stones and they're tall. It just looks to you like this is a big how can I put it? Well, I can just draw it. So for each of these, what you're seeing is that it's like this on the ground. Um, but it's tall enough that even down there on the road, you could still see the top part, right? Right here. And Shrewd is looking at it, and he's kind of like taking little scrapings with his claw on one end, and he tells you that they used to be like this. And he's looking at it, and he goes, "These were. Shrewd thinks these were laid down."
Would I have any idea as to why that might be the case?
Um, Give me a knowledge religion or knowledge planes. Do you have knowledge planes?
I believe I do.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. Plus
What?
7.5.
Oh, I know what it's doing. It's supposed to round up. That's supposed to be
Oh,
+8, so that's a 10.
weird.
I technically add half my character level
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
yeah.
So, no, you have no idea why that would happen. Like it seems weird to you. Also, like if this is how big they are laying down, standing up, these things have to be like 3 or 4 stories tall.
Would they meet in the middle if that was the case?
Uh, Probably not, given their shape.
Okay.
But it's potentially like, or at least sort of like aim towards the middle.
Yeah, yeah. Um, hmm. Zarak's gonna walk into the middle. She's familiar to some degree with uh, sort of the use of men here as like star watching and sign telling portents.
Yeah.
So she's just gonna check to see if any of that makes more sense from inside the circle.
Yeah, give me a trying to think of what that would be. I still want to go with knowledge planes, like once you're there and you're inside it. Give me a
Okay.
different knowledge planes check, and I'm gonna give you a +1 to the roll.
So 16.
Yeah, so you're pretty sure what this is. Like usually when you have something like this would be a calendar.
Mhm.
It's a tracking calendar for specifically for Dark War.
Well, that's terrifying. Okay.
Um, and yeah, like that. So like gatekeepers have these built so that they can sort of track when planes become touching with the material plane when they become coterminous.
But Dalcor is not supposed to do that.
Yes.
Right. So they dismantled it ostensibly, likely, because Dalcor is not going to become coterminous again. So this didn't really have a use. Is that a good assessment?
It's a pretty good assessment.
Okay.
Like this is now a calendar that serves no purpose. We can retire it.
Yeah. It is, however, a spectacular spot to see the sky.
Oh yeah, definitely. And with maybe like altering or moving some things around, which would take a monumental effort. because gatekeepers probably did this with like the aid of a dozen other druids and some elementals or something like that. But if you were able to move it around, you could use this site to track a different plane.
Sense. All right. Zarek is going to kind of note what's going on here, share little tidbits, not just about the stones, like the general use, like, hey, these are used to track, celestial movements. This place will probably really light up once the stars come out and the clouds go away. But nothing about the link to Dalcor in talking to Sharut.
Okay.
And then for now, just make note of it and head back down to the wagon.
Cool. Yeah. By the time you get done, sort of looking around, the wagon is already nearly like you're sort of jogging to catch up, kind of thing. But yeah, the group of you are able to do that. Like the two of you are able to catch up to the wagon and hop back in, or just take places beside it. And Sharut will. Oh, damn it! I didn't mean to click Serac still. Sharut will go to Lumio and Ringer and say, Serac says it was some sort of calendar, but it's retired.
Yeah. Zarak, actually kind of excited, loses some of the standoffishness, and is just going to talk about the fascinating way the stones are raised, and how they're used to calibrate against the heavens at night. And talk about if we had some actual hands to make this happen, we could move those stones around, and this place would really be useful at that point. Specifically talking to the dwarves, because that's probably their jam.
Maybe we could look at it on the way back.
Certainly worth a stop back.
Okay. So yeah. You guys are then able to kind of continue on the third leg of your journey towards the mine. So we will go to the mine, where I built many walls that are not used.
Fuck. I'm sorry, man.
I'm so irritated by it, but it's fine. You guys can all put yourselves kind of down here.
All this
Can
work,
we?
Wait.
Oh, wait. Can you? There.
No.
And then also there, and then there, and there, and oh god, I'm panicking. There one, and there.
What about there?
And then
I still can't see fuck all here.
Same,
no.
dude.
Oh.
Is it because it's intentionally dark? Are you going to give us a light source?
Hold on.
Somewhere around there.
So your guys are down here. If you can see them.
Nope.
No.
Wait, what?
Don't know light.
I let
Token
you see.
vision.
Nope.
Now
Now it's loading.
There we are.
yeah, hey.
Fantastical.
Damn it!
Ah,
Damn it!
We're over here then.
We've all been knocked prone.
We've always been here. Have you all been knocked prone?
No.
Why?
And we all had the different statuses again.
Why?
Screaming Gruddick.
my suspicion is that it was a change made to the sheet, and so every time the token loads from the sheet, it carries that status effect. You'll want to go into the sheets themselves to change them.
I don't even know where to change them.
No.
It's under the status effects or buffs.
Yeah, but hold on. Okay, so Root doesn't have it.
You go to buffs conditions.
Ringer's still showing as.
You have me down twice.
Yeah, I'm trying to see why you're showing up as unconscious still.
I don't know.
Every time
This
I
one
put,
isn't. This one is.
That's because I changed the other one.
whenever I put one down, like a fresh one down, it's automatically unconscious. Which honestly is probably best for all of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do have a question about this. Is this showing for all of you as a closed door?
Yes.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Interesting.
Do it.
When I click on it, it opens, but
So
it just says open.
The door is working, but this I don't understand.
We can walk through it later.
I know. I'm just
familiar.
irritated.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys come to the
Quarry.
the quarry, and it looks like it looks pretty sizable. It looks like it's how can I put it? It's less a quarry, judging by the fact that it goes into the rock of the mountain, and not just down, 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 down. It looks like it's a bit more of a mine than just a quarry, but it is a quarry. Um, and yeah, it looks like they've built some defenses, like they might need to fight off a bandit or a goblin tribe or something like that.
Perhaps a
And,
weasel or two.
perhaps a weasel or two. They've got some of those like spiked barricades that you can put in front of your door to prevent people from charging it with stuff.
Is this a big bed?
What? No,
It kind of looks like a big bed.
no, it's not a big bed.
Huh.
I don't know what it is. It looks like a big shoe slipper. Anyway, but yeah. So that's what you guys are seeing. It's only about 11 in the morning or so. So it's very bright outside. There's no like like vision issues where you are. You can see the walls with the ballista. And yeah. So what are you doing?
Is anyone here?
You don't hear anyone.
Then I will call out. Is anyone here?
And you hear this. Hold on a minute.
Avon.
And then you hear this sound of like this weird sound of like someone angrily stomping on wood. And then you can sort of barely see the top of a head that's looking over and looking at you, and he's like, "Who are you?" Looks to be a dwarf from about the nose up, from what you can make out.
Good morning. We were sent by the Alder, from to look into some disappearances and attacks that had happened.
Ah, so then you'll be from New Seer.
Indeed.
All right.
Sure.
Hold on. I'll get the crossbar.
That would be much appreciated. Thank you.
And then dude will you hear this big like and the gate which opens and you see a looks like a dwarf. A fairly average looking dwarf who's got a lot more gray in his beard than the two brothers. And is wearing kind of mining gear and a hard hat and he's got a couple of bandages on one arm and one on he's got a couple of bandages on his upper left arm and then one on his sort of his right thigh. And he goes,
Lumio has done
yourself.
some odd jobs.
Yeah.
In the quarry, would he know him or vice versa?
If you've actually come to the quarry before, yeah, you definitely know this guy. He is the overseer. He is a dwarf that they've named. Here, hold on one second, and I will type his name out for you. This is Tutark the dwarf. Oh, it gave him a little speech bubble.
Oh, cool.
A pleasure to meet you, Tutark. Once again.
Tutark. My name is Tutark.
So yeah, he goes, Lumio, you I know. Who are your friends?
I introduce each in turn, and probably the specialty that the elder would have mentioned as the reason that they were directed to come here.
And he goes, yeah, you see him like shake his head at like a little bit embarrassed at that, and he goes, that's what she told you is for true. I was born in Metrol. I had a good job at the docks there, but I never really worked a mine until, well, after. So don't really know what we're in for, what's going on, just that people gone missing. So well, 2 people missing, about 6 more injured, and 3 dead.
Are you among the injured? For I see that you have been bandaged recently.
I am, but it'll heal.
Of what were you injured by?
Damnedest thing, we don't know. We've got no idea what it was. It was just, rocks would just explode near us. Or sometime it was a spike to the leg. We heard skittering, but we didn't see nothing. Come. I've not got the availability of much, but if you're here, well, I know the road's long. I can make you a cuppa and we can go over things.
Oh, no need for
Oh,
that.
well, that
I
sounds quite lovely.
brought me own.
God damn it.
Yeah, so he
I
goes.
just want a bottle with a cork for that moment.
I mean, that's all that Travis is using it for.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And when you guys come in, you can see that this area right here has been blocked by what looks like some mine carts and some piled scrap. Like wood scrap and like some of the stone scrap and some just big blocks of like granite. And he takes a coffee pot off of the uh, the rack that's hanging above the fire here. He goes over to this trough and he puts some water in it and he brings it back and you see him open this sort of like copper bin and he pulls out what looks like a literal sock and he throws it in the coffee pot and then he puts that on top of the kettle. Or he puts the kettle, the coffee pot and on top of the fire, and as it starts cooking, he looks to you and he goes, "So it's been a rough couple days. I sent everyone away because I knew that eventually Orgev would go and send someone, but well, I know he's got a lot to do with what's coming up and all. Not really surprised that it fell to Alder to send someone. I would have thought it might have been Western instead, or maybe Arlen. But, well, I'll take some help, regardless of who's sending it. Doesn't need to be a Denieth soldier for me to say thank you. No siree."
To the brothers Sornath, is there anything that he has said so far that leads to? Is there anything that he has said so far that leads you to a conclusion? As to
Conclusion of what?
As to what we may be facing, or what we should be on the lookout for.
Do either of you have profession minor?
Nope. I have knowledge dungeoneering, but I don't think that'll.
No, I would accept a knowledge dungeoneering. You can roll
wicked. Well, it must be my lucky day.
Hot day.
You are so it's your the skittering and the sort of like the claws out of the darkness kind of thing. That is sort of the trademark of a cave scorpion, and you're fairly certain that's what he's describing until you take into account the other detail he was talking about of exploding rocks. That doesn't make any sense. So it sounds like a cave scorpion, but once you get him to go over it again, he's like, yeah, then the rocks would explode near us, and people go blind from the shrapnel, or just come up all bloody from it, and that was the thing that was really doing us in. The rock exploding was it was the worst. And that makes no sense to you at all.
Magic cave scorpion.
Well, it was a cave scorpion up until you said the rocks exploded. But the other parts, like the skittering and stuff.
Two things.
What's that?
Well, it just occurs to me. It could be, perhaps coincidentally, two things. It could be cave scorpions and something else that's making the rocks explode. That'll be a magic cave scorpion.
Pish, posh, and tosh.
Well, I can tell you, I've never seen a cave scorpion, but I did hear the skittering, and if them's what caused it, then...
Yeah, that be the signs, the skittering.
Well, is that something you can take care of without having to send off for more men?
Yeah, I think the 6 of us could probably do that, no problem. 5 of us, 6 of us.
I saw this dwarf hit 2 weasels into another weasel that was on me, which knocked both of us unconscious.
Well, it seems like bad tactics.
I don't know what this man is talking about.
But it was very impressive because he took out all the weasels. All I had was a sandwich.
Well, it sounds like you should arm yourself with something more than a sandwich.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No, he was in the middle of lunch.
But it wasn't my lunch. I think it was his brother's lunch. It's been a weird day.
So far, nothing you've said has made sense.
I took a head wound earlier today.
I think I'm going to stick to talking to Lumio and the dwarves here. They're making sense.
I fought some weasels with a sandwich. Are you okay? I took a head wound. Okay.
Well, you
Well,
just
all right then.
you have a good day.
Every bit of this is great.
Isn't that good for you?
Can I get a actually hold on. I think I can just I can secret roll this.
Ooh.
Do it.
Except
Do
you
not
guys have access
trust
to
us.
you have access to my stream, so nothing's actually a secret roll, but fuck it.
But I'm not watching it right now.
Yeah,
We've got
me
7
neither.
seconds of surprise.
Yeah, I'm not watching you. Oh hey, I did a thing.
Did you watch it?
No.
Did you watch it now?
I don't.
Brother, I'm not in control of my own motives. I'm sensing things. Maybe?
Someone's controlling my sense of others.
Yeah.
Quick, kill everyone that's not us, brother. We'll sort it out later. Sorcery.
I feel bewitched.
Quick, brother, drink more. It'll dampen the magic.
Zurek
You're
does have
right.
a pretty reasonable sense motive.
You know,
Like it's okay.
what makes me real sad is that none of you noticed that I rolled ride for Mike instead of sense motive.
Yeah.
No, I noticed. I still assumed it was on purpose.
He was having a good day.
Is
Maybe.
that how he senses motive? That seems awfully forward.
Considering
let's
all the
see.
bonuses I have, that is a weird thing for me to do. But I will allow it.
We know what Ringer's about.
Did that
Also-
work, Justin?
I saw a thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I don't know what's up with the rotate, but I've rotated myself and I can't rotate myself back.
It's so if you right click on your thing, it's the swirly at the top, and you just move it to the top position.
No, I know that, except that every time I try and move it, it fails. Like it just moves me partially. Yeah, it does that shit, and then I can't move it back. All right. I'm gonna step in close.
Oh boy.
Look, we are ultimately here for your benefit. There's more that you can tell us. Let us
Get
be
deleted from
this-
reality.
Let us be the solution to your problem
Brother,
here.
you need to run.
Sorcery!
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was doing that.
Let us be the solution to your problem here. For that, we need accurate information.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Will do. I think when you closed my sheet, it actually closed my, oddly enough, closed my pop out. I'm rolling hot tonight. Hot garbage.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Yeah. He looks to you and goes, "Sorry, friend. Afraid I don't know exactly what you're talking about."
Zarak stops smiling, which is probably better because the teeth go away.
Yeah.
Look, if you're holding back something that causes me or mine to come to harm, this won't go well.
Isn't going to harm why you're here. This is why you volunteered or are getting paid.
Wait, you all didn't get paid yet? No, I'm just.
Well, that's too true. We signed up for this. We know what we're getting into.
Except I suspect we do not.
We're getting into danger. That's what we knew.
Yeah, that's basically what we signed up for.
Indeed. That being said, how many different places have these attacks happened? You mentioned it's happened a few times, but is it all in the same area of the mines, or is it spread out? And do the exploding rocks always accompanying the stabbing and the skittering?
The exploding rocks were mostly down below. This mine was old, was abandoned for veins, but we thought the granite would still be good, and the granite is. The skittering can happen anywhere. There was a few attacks below, but some above as well.
Could it be that maybe the skittering, accompanied by the explosions, means this scorpion, as I assume it is hitting old charges left abandoned from the early portions of the mining?
Charges would indicate gunpowder, and gunpowder isn't really a thing.
Maybe I retract all of my statements and offer him a beverage.
And he goes, "Got my own." And by that point, the coffee's done, and he pours a mug for anybody that wants one.
I will take one.
I'll, yeah. me own here.
The old sock of beans.
Lumia
Many
will
a
pass.
time I've lived off of the soccer beans.
You sock of coffee beans. It'll keep you going.
It'll keep you going for sure when times be tough.
Call it a new Sear special.
Yeah. You can actually
Pops the
like
blisters on your toes and have a refreshing drink when you're done walking.
ugh.
You're doing it wrong.
It does wonders for the skin. Exfoliates like you wouldn't believe.
Brother,
Just
you're also
tell
doing
it,
it wrong.
Eric, did you get the message that I sent you?
Did you get that thing I sent you?
Get your
Uh,
thing.
No.
I sent you.
Oh yes. That was to me. I didn't know that was to me. I thought it was okay.
Well done, you dingus.
Sorry, I just completely missed it because I was. Brother, come here for a moment.
I'm here. Oh, over there.
Out of curiosity, does this guy display any house affiliation?
He's
No.
he knows more than
Like
he's
he doesn't have anything that's outwardly like yeah.
Okay.
The only thing you see on him is actually kind of like an armband thing that's tied around the sort of upper right arm, which is the black armband that typically tends to denote people who either lost someone or wear Siren during like the day of mourning.
Gotcha.
Because there's a lot of people that just identify themselves as like, I lost everything, so nothing you can say is that bad. Like, no matter what, you have it less hard than I do.
Damn.
So, but yeah, he doesn't have like, a Kundarak symbol or anything like that.
brother.
Yes.
I don't think this fella's been quite forthwith with us about everything he knows. I'm not saying he's lied entirely, but he's definitely held something back or omitted something.
Maybe something happened and he feels shame about it. And us being dwarves, he doesn't want to admit shame. We are very strong and stubborn people. It's on the cart.
Did you bring the tattooing kit and the dye? We might need it. Yeah, let's see what this is about.
Feels like Travis answered before you asked.
Tutark, my friend.
Oh,
Forgive me, but it feels like perhaps there might be a bit more to the story here.
And he goes, what
If
do you
you've
mean?
Been here quite so long and whatnot. Well, let's go over everything from the beginning one more time.
Right?
So you say there's exploding rocks, and there's
Yes.
the scorpions, and while the exploding rocks are...
I don't know that
In
they're
one
scorpions.
direction,
You said they're scorpions.
Brother, are you fairly certain they're scorpions?
I'm fair. Listen, the telltale sign of a cave scorpion is the skittering and the scampering and such. Especially with the stab wounds, it's just classic scorpion etiquette, really.
In that case, it's definitely scorpions. I trust my brother.
All right?
So, the scorpions and the explosions,
Right.
and you've mentioned a number of individuals have gone missing. How many did you say it was? 4?
It was 4 what went missing. 3 what turned up dead, and then a little more than a dozen who got hurt.
So,
Me among them.
so John.
Yeah.
So, John, if I recall correctly, when we first got here, he said 2 went missing, 3 were dead, and half a dozen were injured. Is that, do I recall that correctly?
He said that. Sorry.
Tim and they lie.
Give me a second here. I might have messed up there. The information he's told you is consistent.
Okay,
And
he
that
says-
information is that 3. What he has told you is that 3 went missing, or sorry, 2 went missing, 3 are dead, and that about a dozen got hurt. I might have said the
Okay.
wrong thing. That would be on me.
Okay.
However, give me an intelligence roll. I think that's what memory is.
Yes.
Yeah. You remember Alder saying that 4 residents of Clawtown were dead, not 3.
I see. Forgive me, Tutark, but on information, you say 3 are dead.
Yes.
Are you sure it's not 4?
Sure enough. Yeah, that worked. Sure enough. Them what's dead is the bodies we found, usually them that was covered in rubble or hurt beyond repair.
You see, that's strange, because I distinctly remember Aldous saying that there were 4 dead so far. Curious.
Well,
Curious.
Alder's nice enough for a young shifter, but she ain't the overseer of the mine.
No, she's not, I suppose. Wouldn't happen to keep any list around, would you?
Oh, sure. They're in me office.
Oh, you mind if we take a look? It might help us to know who exactly has had what happen. What with who's missing and injured and has passed.
He goes, sure enough, office is, well, you just have to get through the barricade, and then hope there ain't nothing nearby.
God damn it.
I see. Is that so?
It is.
Well, I suppose we should take a look at the list then. Brother, what say you?
Oh, yes. Make sure we dot the I's and cross the T's.
Yes. As dear Usmanoi said, one must always be accountable. I'll just look him like right in the eyes when I say that.
Us dwarves have to be truthful and honest with each other. What else do we have left, if not kinship?
1 sec.
The cowardice is showing.
Brother, get the die. I'll hold him.
Stop with the Warhammer jokes. I don't think it's
Okay.
funny.
Okay.
Like, it is, in my opinion, the worst of all dwarves. I'm very glad that these dwarves are not those dwarves.
Dwarf have some nuance, which is really nice.
Um,
Zerak's gonna step in this point. Look, it's clear that you're concerned about something. We can see that quite honestly. We can't help you if you don't tell us what it is. We've asked you to be forthright a number of times now. It's very evident that that hasn't entirely been the case. Come now. We're here to help.
Give me another diplomacy check at a +2. And if either Dandarin or Gredic would like to assist, that would be worthwhile.
I
Yeah.
agree. That would be worthwhile.
I think this will be the last time I help out, though. I feel like we're really grilling this fucker, and I don't think Gredic would stand for it much more.
All right, yeah, Gredic will give you another +2. Dandarin will
Nope.
not.
I fail to assist.
Here is the hot garbage. Holy fuck.
The hottest garbage imaginable.
That's hot. It's hot right there.
The bugs, they stole my hot garbage.
Been fucking rolling 5s and 6s. It's like, oh, okay, here you go.
And he kind of like looks at the ground and he mumbles something that's very, very hard to hear. He's just like, found him.
I'm not here to shame you or to pile additional guilt or burden upon you, but we need to know.
And he goes, I said we found something worthwhile, and it was just, I knew it was too good to be true. The Devourer never stops taking. Never, ever stops. We thought that it might have been our break, that it might have been something that maybe we could build on, have something of our own again. And he kind of like takes his cup of coffee and he just kind of like throws it against the wall over here. He's like, working in a mine. Goddamn despicable is what it is. Like, none of my folk are getting houses. So we found a couple of geodes, broke them open, and they were good. They were ripe and blue. And then one of the men found something else. It was a wall. And he looks to Dandarin and Gredic, and he goes, not just the cave, a wall, built, made. And we broke through it, got greedy. And then everything started going wrong. I don't know what we opened up. But damn shards blinded us. Blue as a midnight sky.
Zerak is cursing quietly.
We just wanted something. None of us have anything. Spend a week, maybe 2 out here, every day, doing the good work of Dol Dorn and Dol Ara. We build the city. We just work away, working ourselves into a grave so that all those merchants can have a place to ply their wares to people what can't afford them.
We're talking about Kyber shards, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, where's my house? Where's the house for my miners? We're all living in tents. He goes, a lot of my miners don't even like going to town because at least here they have walls.
I think that this isn't something that the rest of us know about. Look at me. Look at the place where my people live. We're last on the list to get permanent residence, if that even happened. Your frustration, your anger, your concerns, they're legitimate. But We don't raise a community by hiding things from one another. And yes, you have legitimate concern. You have very real ill will and begrudging against those who are making the most of the very little that is there. But take it up with them. Bring it up. Have representation in what you do. Don't you see where this gets us? We're lifting together. We have to. The community won't survive otherwise. We run as a pack or not as all.
And he kind of like nods, and he's sad. He hangs his head. He's just, you might be able to find the bodies of them what died if you go through the door, but I don't know what else you'll find there. When the wall would explode, everybody would run, and them what went down, well, we'd go back with them, but if we went back too late, or go back for them, but if we went back too late, we wouldn't find them. I think they was took.
Well then.
Yeah, I think if that's the case, there's only one thing left to do. We gotta take him back.
I like your moxie.
A direct answer, and I'm glad for it. Shall we?
Yes.
Look,
I appreciate you airing your grievances with us. It's not good to keep them bottled in. When we get back...
I'll do one better. I didn't ask for gold or for trinkets for this. I only asked that we support the community. If you're willing to throw your lot in with ours, then you're part of that. We don't have a lot of sway, but every little bit counts. Is that something you're amenable to?
And he goes, he looks at you and he like there's like a slight tilt to his head and he goes, Clawtown, I'm assuming, huh? Yeah. I'm amenable to Clawtown.
Then I'll do what I can to do right by you and yours.
Well, that's nice enough. And he will he like reaches into the fire and grabs a stick and sketches out basically this kind of interior. Like basically what you're getting. He goes, all right, if we're here, there's just above us is the main entrance, and then it goes to an elevator what goes down. There's a cross that goes through. Down here is the office and the bunks. When you go down, it's more open. We've been taking big chunks out, but you'll come down over here, and then the track goes this way. You get another cross. The door was up here. There's some big gaps to cross. I don't even know where those gaps go. Down into the Kyber, I think. But they might be what you're looking for. You might find it on the other side. Either that or Gredek's cave scorpions done killed people and then pushed their bodies in the holes. Which, well, that I find unlikely.
I need a quiet place for a few moments when I come inside. Do you mind if I use the bunks?
And he goes, we can't get to the bunks.
What's the problem?
He kind of like...
There's supposed to be a barricade here, right?
There's actually supposed to be a barricade here. Apparently there's not, so I will draw it. There's a barricade there, and just in case it has moved, there's a barricade there. Thanks,
yeah.
Walls. You wasted a bunch of my time.
Yes.
He goes, if you want, you can... I've been sleeping in a cot underneath the walking platform, but there's no way to get to the bunks right now. Well, I mean, you can break through the barricade and hope that you get there without encountering your skittering, but there's no guarantee of that.
Well, perhaps just inside the passageway.
Perhaps that. All right, so what are you guys doing?
Will be... Do you want to go through the big entrance or the small entrance?
Let's go for the small entrance.
It's closer to our objective and easier to barricade behind us if needed.
Yeah, that too. I assume it would be easier to move than the big one.
As they're discussing, Zerak is going to pull some chalk out of her belt and walk down this hallway.
Okay.
Till about here.
Where it's nice and dark?
Where it's nice and dark. He's going to start drawing some symbols. This takes a minute.
Yeah, it does. Does it only take a minute? Because you have rapid pact making, or does it usually take a minute?
Drawing the symbol takes a minute, and then I think the bargaining takes a minute. I'll pull it up here in just a second.
Okay. You walk down and start drawing a symbol. Are you trying to hide what you're doing, or are you just, like, need darkness to do it?
I need the dark to do it.
Okay. Sharud will stand there and watch. Because why would he not?
Sharud was at the Druid Circle. So, as she's drawing things, Zerak is going to say, this is, let's call it a more active form of what I do naturally. If I do it right, This shouldn't be too much of a problem, but if it goes wrong, it'll be obvious. Don't get too surprised by what you see here.
And he like nods solemnly and he goes, Sharut has heard many stories, and Sharut is very hard to surprise.
Phenomenal.
Sure is surprised.
Ringer walks up
Surprise.
behind Sharut, and Sharut goes, "What the fuck?"
Drawing the seal takes a minute. Performing the ceremony takes a minute. Station is basically around, and then so like 3.5 minutes later, the thing is done.
Yeah.
I mean,
The hulking apparition of a shadow mastiff sort of appears in the circle and paces around it and then sits down and looks at you and doesn't really move its jowls, but just stares.
We're going into a dark place, and I'm doing it for the good of family. I'm doing it for those who would be family. You know more than others need. You know the need to protect these people, protect your own.
You see it subtly, like very slightly nod, and you don't hear it say loyalty, but you sort of like it's almost like you hear a telepathic bark that it didn't make that barks the word loyalty. Like you just get that concept like blasted into your head. Just loyalty.
Protect.
Yeah, protect. Dog. No take, only throw.
Okay, so this is something that I'm going to do for. I'm going to use the full effect of the flexible pact making to do this for 5 days.
Okay, so you're gonna get that's a +5 to the roll, I believe.
Yes, it is. And
Okay.
then I'm meeting the area untouched by sunlight requirement. Gives me a +2, so a total of +7 on the diplomacy check.
Yep. I like that one of the requirements is that you are a dog. It says one of the requirements is you are a drow, a half elf, an elf, or a dog.
Nice.
Or a dog with a friendly attitude towards it. Wait a minute, that line doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because you are drow, half elf, or elf,
Yeah.
or I see, or
Or
a
a
dog
dog.
with a friendly. No,
In case-
it's or
in
a dog, or a dog with a friendly attitude towards you.
Oh,
witnesses
got you.
several events.
I took this as you were a drow, a half elf, an elf, or a dog.
Yeah. And then you get to the latter half, and it's like, could I have an elf with a friendly attitude? Watch this. I don't know. That doesn't sound right, but sure.
What are you doing, lassie? Channeling the darkness of my inner ancestor. Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, goddamn.
Well, what do you want for dinner? Justice.
Okay. That was not a great roll for you. But it's enough that you've made a good pact, but not a perfect pact.
Okay.
So basically, you don't get the capstone empowerment, right? Because you didn't beat it by 10. Right. So yeah. And when you're done and you stand up, Sharut goes, their act looks exactly the same. So Sharut assumes that it went well.
We've come to a proper. And Zarakta is going to muddy all of the symbols in the ground with her by scuffing them with her foot.
Okay.
So it's like, there was some chalk here, and then meet up with the rest.
Cool. So Ringer said that you guys should probably go into the small entrance. Was there any argument there?
Nope. Makes perfect sense.
All right.
Easier to clear and easier to maintain.
All right. So yeah, basically what this seems to be is another minecart turned on its side, and then like some rubble and stuff on top, like basically like a table set sideways, and like a couple of sandbags, that sort of thing. It's something that could block an animal that does not have the ability to compress itself at all. That's bigger than Sharut. So yeah, like it's an able blockade, but you guys actually have like arms and shit, so it's pretty easy to just move it. It doesn't take very long.
Cool.
And I'll make sure once we do have it down that unless something like attacks us immediately, that I put it back together behind us.
Okay, so you're taking it down. Nothing attacks you immediately. You're taking it down and then you put it up behind you again.
Yeah.
Cool. So a thing that I do want to note, because apparently shit is not working right now. It is dark in here. So for the dwarves, you guys are fine. You have your like 60 foot of night vision or whatever. But for everybody who's not the dwarves or Sharut, you are effectively blind without a light source.
I will light the bullseye lantern and hand it to Sharut. Specifically because Noah's not here and won't be doing anything with his hands otherwise.
And Sharut goes, yes. And he looks at Ringer like, eh? and then he just carries the lantern.
No, do not hand that. Yeah.
Okay, so
I can use it once.
I could use it once.
You can use it never.
So yes, from where you are in, actually, let me see if I can.
Okay, there is a wall there.
Hey, look, a torch.
Wait, what? There is a wall
A
there?
torch.
I can't move here or like here.
Oh, I opened the door. Can you move now?
Oh, yes.
Weird. Okay, so I'm gonna try something else to see if it works. Darkness level.
So the walls
lantern.
blocked movement but did not block vision.
Hard to see.
Okay, hold on.
Light sources.
Does that work?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Well,
Let's see.
I'm happy about that at least.
So
Yeah.
Dirax has a lantern, which is it's the one that these guys have is directional because it's a bullseye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
ours is a bull.
Can't
this
you,
is your lantern.
Can't you
then.
choose to make it not a bullseye though?
Yeah.
Yes, you can choose to make it a hooded, but
Yeah.
it has things I could fold in to make it a
In
bullseye.
a
again.
direction and see twice as far, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Correct. It
Um,
goes from 30, 60 to 60, 120.
You can leave that one on him because I have a waterproof hooded lantern that I'll light. Like I can light and give to him.
Yeah.
In general.
That's fine. He'll take that or ooh shit. There we go. Okay. So you all have this, and you were told that like the doors to the bunks and everything are right next to this.
Okay.
For my dwarves, do you guys have 60 feet of being able to see, ignoring the light?
No, I actually tested that. Like you can see, I'm actually.
Then I don't know how to make that work.
So it's not. It's for when you have like fog of war or non-global illumination.
Yeah.
If you turn off global illumination, I think that'd be interesting to see if we still have light.
Yeah,
Okay. Let's see.
might as well. Let's do it.
I'll turn off global illumination. Save. I don't know where Dandrin and they're there. Oh,
Yeah.
still not working.
Hmm.
And configure. I don't think that changed anything either. Well, I don't know what's how to work the thing, so it's fine.
It's fine.
You're in the old partial dark. So what would you guys like to do?
You mentioned that the
I don't know what you
records
said
found
because
in the office.
you cut out there.
Discord has been
Wait,
cutting out
office
for me.
switch it this way.
For me, like every now and again, I get a lot of lag on your side too. I don't know what's going on.
Weird.
I've also been experiencing it, so I think it's just
He mentioned that
server.
the records are in the office, and if we wanted to check those, that's real close.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Cool. So
Against-
So I think Kredek and I should be out front because like outside of the light source because we can technically see outside of it, and then they're behind inside the light. Because if we're in the light, it actually turns off our dark vision.
yeah, Shrewd will stand right there so that you have
Cool.
some light
I'm
to
gonna-
search by.
I'm just gonna pick up this torch.
Okay, you have a torch.
Sweet. I'm gonna light it.
Okay. I don't know how to give you your own light. But if you can grab one, then you have a torch. Do you have the ability to make a light?
See if I can put that in here.
So anyway, you guys can open the door and look around the office. For those who are looking, what were you looking for?
I'm gonna try and look through the records, just like I said I would, just to see if we can get, as promised, the names and stuff of who's who and all that.
Yeah. So you find a sort of a list of who's there that basically is who's here at the start of the week. And then it'll tell you like who went home at the end of the week. So it doesn't seem like this is a mine where it's like this is constantly going because at the end of the week, they go home for a couple of days and then they come back. There's usually a person or two that stays. But yeah,
So it's like close to the weekend kind of a thing.
yeah, kind of like, hey, we want to actually spend some time with our families, and our families are 3 hours away. And
Yeah.
that's taking a 6 hour trip every day isn't really something that most people want to do. But yeah, you can get like a roster of people, and towards the end, there is a log of like, killed on the job, hurt on the job, et cetera, et cetera. So you can get the list of names of the what is it, 17 people who have been hurt, killed, or gone missing.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um,
All right. I'll leave this list here, but I'll make a copy of it.
okay. Yeah, you're able to. I mean, if you got some paper on you, it's pretty simple to just be like, these are the people.
I don't know how to add the light source torch to my character.
Yeah, I've got a journal. So
Yeah, I don't know if I can assign it to you. Like, if I could go like, hey, this is from this person, that'd be great. But I can't. So just where you move, I'll move it on you.
Okay.
So, cool. You do that. Are you doing anything else in there?
that's what I was looking for. I don't know what anyone else was looking for.
Okay. So,
Actually, I'll Zerakto will mention to Sharuk. It may be a good idea to see if they keep a ledger of the business costs and expenses. Our good dwarf friend mentioned that they'd found something, and if we can track the money, if there's evidence of tampering there, we may be able to utilize that information at some point.
yeah. If you guys want to search for that, go ahead and give me a perception check to check around.
Mhm.
And Shrewd will go in the door with you to look for that stuff. I think that you are going to do better at this than Shrewd. Yeah. So you're able to find basically in a different drawer of the desk, kind of the operating costs of kind of, how can I put it? Things are very abstracted here.
Mhm.
Does Zeract have any sort of actual like business knowledge?
Oh hell no! She just knew that this was a thing to look for. Now she's going to hand it over to Sharut to analyze.
Let's see. Does Sharut have any sort of? Not really. Sharut does not know how to run a business. And Sharut goes, "Thank you," and he like flips through it and he says, "Sharut has read this and does not know what to make of it." And then he just kind of hands it back. Yeah, Sharut's a scholar, not a businessman or a banker or anything like that. He doesn't know anything would be odd about this.
Gotcha. I imagine that's like some kind of wacky linguistics check, but yeah.
Since they're right next to me, do I like hear them discussing this while I'm copying down things?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, what's you going through a ledger, are you?
Yes. On the off chance that
Well,
the fortunes, the economic status may have shifted, or if they were attempting to hide influxes of new materials because of the wealth that they'd found, it just may be useful.
Oh, sure. Well, I've just about finished copying over this list of names so we can make sure that we visit the right folk. But I suppose I could try to take a look at the list.
Zeract hands it over. She has no idea what to make, like how to use this at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a profession roll if you have a profession roll.
I do.
You do.
I'm a professional.
So the weird thing about this is that there's no money mentioned in the operating costs, which is the thing that, to someone who is the son of a like a merchant baron who will assumedly one day be a merchant baron himself, it's odd that nothing is dealing in money. Everything that's coming in is measured in like 6 sacks of grain, 3 sides of beef, 4 barrels of water, 7 pickaxes.
So it's just supplies.
Yeah, it's all
There's
just,
no cost associated.
it's all supplies, and then there's how much marble is going out based on block sizes. So, sorry, not marble. How much granite is going out based on block sizes or wagon loads of 600 bricks per load, but there's no money mentioned.
Okay, so either and do I see anything like besides obvious supplies of like, all right, they had to feed the people here obviously, and they want to keep track of like, I guess they just need the weight or how much in pure quantity that they're sending out. But do I see anything weird like Zeract was saying?
Not
Like anything kind of mislabeled or
No, the weird thing is mainly that everything is in quantities. Everything looks like it's sort of like bargained or haggled or, whatever. You're not seeing you have the book where ostensibly you would keep the money trail and there's no money. Like that's the weird thing about it.
this is
But that's it. That's the only odd thing.
okay. Well, it actually is quite odd. If you can see here, you'll notice they have the list of what's coming in and what's going out, but they only have that. They don't have the cost. They don't appear to have any kind of income of any sort. They're either haggling for everything or someone has just done a piss poor job of managing these accounts.
It sounds like
As you
maybe
can see here, what's going out, but they have it by. They don't even have it by weight. They just have it by wagon load or quantity. But they don't specify the dimensions. And
they
then
don't have
just sacks of grain. They don't mention a weight for the sacks of grain. That could be anything.
might they not
It's all
have a
very
patron doing this on their side?
one would think, but yeah, none that I can find.
Hmm.
Most unusual.
Let's file it away. We can just move on.
Oh, very well. And I'll store it in the backpack.
Okay. Yeah, so at this point, could I get Gredic, Lumio, and Ringer to give me a perception check? Zarek, Dandarin, and Sharut can also give me perception checks, but you guys will get a -4.
Sorry, am I also getting a -4?
Nope.
Okay.
The people outside of the room are not getting a
Okay.
-4.
Gotcha. Well,
So that's it's not unusual stonework, right?
No. It's a sound-based perception check if that matters. But perception checks take a progressive penalty for every like 10 feet of distance between you and the source.
Yeah.
Oh, you said at a -4?
No,
Or-
you're fine.
Good.
The people
Yeah.
inside the room have the -4. You and the other group are actually okay. So Lumio and Gredic, you hear this sound of kind of chitin on stone, this moving your way.
I'm gonna move here, if that's all right, behind Briddock.
Okay, so you move behind Gredic, and there's like so you move behind Gredic and sort of like meet his eyes, and then there's a little bit of lightning that sort of like forms in your hand, and then we'll see you next week because it's late. I'm not gonna do a fight at 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Why does it?
So yeah, that was session 1. So I don't know how streaming it with the light thing is doing. Is that all right? I don't know if anybody's still watching. Andrew, are you still watching? Does it look good? Is it visible?
Well, when I look at it, it looks visible. It's just kind of small.
Yeah. That's the all right. Well, yeah, and it's weird because like I want to be zoomed out so that I can see everything, and I know that it sucks for people that are watching because like they're not seeing the zoomed in bit. So yeah.
Well,
We'll work on it.
sacrifices and all that.
Yeah. It's a sacrifice. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thanks to
Good night, everybody.
Thanks to everybody that watched for watching, and thanks to everybody that played for playing.
And thanks to the folks that raided, if any of them are still here.
Those folks, I believe, left a while back. It was like
Fair enough.
13 people, and it was like, oh, dope. And then it was like suddenly 8 people, and I was like, oh, all right. Well, they pretty much left immediately. Yeah, whatever.
I try to make sure I'm watching just so that the stream is a little bit boosted, but
Yeah, I mean, it works. And it was kind of nice. It was fun.
Yeah.
So,
I was watching still right up until you said I'm not gonna do a fight until at 10:30. It's like okay, close now.
Yeah. I'm gonna close it too. So,
Mhm.
all right. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will have a another game for everybody next week. Hopefully with Noah here this time to play Sharut, because Sharut's voice kills my throat for some reason. It's real bad.
Weird.
All right.